As July continues, the energy shifts too, and this week is no exception. We finish it off with a beautiful new moon to begin again. How's that going to affect you? Stick around, everybody. It's time for the midweek reset. Let's get ready to tarot. Welcome, everybody. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV, and that means it's time for your midweek reset tarot reading. And this is going to be for July 8th all the way to the July 14th. So welcome. Happy birthday to all you Cancers out there that are celebrating a birthday. Hope you are going to have a great one. I hope everyone is feeling good. I mean, we had a big weekend. And some of the energy is still rolling out for all of us, you know what I mean? So it takes a lot of energy to move through all of this, but we're doing it, and we're doing it with grace. At least allow yourself the grace for this week, okay? Which we're going to get to right now. This is when we do the cosmic weather. This is when I incorporate the astrology into our major tarot reading for all the signs. So, and this week is going to be something else. Am I glitching here? Or are we on delay? We're good? Okay, sorry. But we've got a lot to cover this week. And I want to be able to do this first. I want to be able to go ahead and clear our energy out. I've gotten a lot of good feedback about that, so why not clear the energy before we go ahead and start our readings? You know what I mean? I do it off camera, but a lot of you want to do it on camera, so let's do it. So as we start this cosmic weather for the 8th to the 14th, we're going to get our Palo Santo nice and warmed up, and because you got to get this baby burning in order for it to smoke properly. But we're going to clear our energy out. So it doesn't matter where you are. I just want you to pay attention and follow these little prompts that I give you. And I'm telling you, you will feel that. All right. So the flame. Relax. Take a slow, deep breath in and release. Perfect. Take another slow, deep breath in. Feel this energy surrounding you as you fill your lungs. Hold it and then release. Let all of that stuff come out. All of that. Let's do another deep breath in. And now release. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I love it. Let's go ahead and let's bless the table and our decks. We got the decks, we got the table, the cameras, all of it. Excellent. We got the reader. Of course, we got to get the reader. I'm just going to do a little blessing of the undercoating here. There we go. We're good. All right. Very good. It raises the vibration, especially here physically in the room for me. You know what I mean? And I hope that it does for you too. Allow that clearing to happen. All right. So we're starting this week off with a waning crescent phase. We're getting ready for this new moon on the 14th. So this week, we're going to have this phase. We're going to focus on this phase. And phase work, moon phase work, is very important to understand and to utilize. And yes, you can use it in your daily life. This is the whole reason why I'm bringing it up. I'm just not doing it for filler. I'm doing it because this stuff works. And when you find out that you are in a period of rest, gratitude, and preparing for the new beginning, you understand what to flow with. You know what I mean? Instead of fighting it. So we're going to be in this waning crescent phase all the way up until Monday. So it is a good time to get some rest. It is a good time to feel gratitude. I just had a crazy fun weekend for the 4th of July. And very grateful for that. Everybody that came out and had a good time and, overindulged just a little. But, I mean, what a weekend. I mean, Friday, went out, listened to our favorite band and had a blast and all of that. And I mean, wow. I mean, what a weekend. I mean, yeah, it's time to rest now. Like yesterday, and Sunday, actually, I was able to rest. Monday, yesterday I was able to rest, but I went ahead and posted a July Vibe Tribe tarot reading just for members. So if you want to become a member, all you got to do is join. Costs pennies. Costs about a cup of coffee. You know what I mean? But I did a July tarot reading for members only. I'm going to start doing that for the members, you know, and so much more. So jump on this bandwagon now while the tiers kind of stay at a low price, because the rates will be going up. And, you know, but I'm just adding more material and value. So, you know, I'm kind of reflecting about this weekend specifically, and how, ooh, that hair just wants to fly up. Got the fan going ultra fast, hyperbaric speed. But yes, so we are in this rest. Let's get some rest. You know, sometimes the summer is just time to relax. Like last night, I gave myself some grace and actually sat down and read one of the books that the piles of books that I buy, and just kind of glance through. I don't really get to read because I'm always on the go. And I learned a valuable lesson Sunday and Monday, was that people that feel guilty for doing rest, for taking rest, for not being productive, there's a belief there that you're only valuable when you're doing something. And man, did that hit. But it hit in a way that said, yeah, that's right. I equate my value to if I'm busting my ass or not. And if I'm not, I feel like I'm not worthy. You know what I'm saying? That's a fucking problem, especially with all the work that I do. And it's not true at all. The reality of it is that what I do has value. But I'm no good to myself if I'm going to sit there and try to just do nothing. And it's not like I'm doing nothing for 3 hours. You know what I mean? Maybe 2 tops. But doing nothing to me is sitting still, not writing a to-do list, not working on my computer, not working on my phone, not, doing all of that, but getting back to the basics of me sitting in the grass reading, eating some strawberries and blueberries. You know what I mean? Sitting there like I did when I was a child. I sat and read. I had summer reading lists, again, keeping busy, the whole thing of value. And I think I learned that this weekend to share it with you, especially for this week, is that you have a right to rest. It's absolutely fucking mandatory. It's non-negotiable. And I think that's what creates a lot of problems, especially with a hyper motivated. I don't want to say hyper motivated, because if I was hyper motivated, it'd show, but it's just hyper kind of just got to produce, make, do more, readings. I mean, it's just a constant feeding that machine. And I'm missing the point of all of it. You know what I mean? Sunday and Monday, I learned a valuable lesson. I read that and it hit hard. And I thought, yeah, you know what? At the end of the day, it's not going to matter how many dragons you chase. You know what I mean? So I don't know. And I hope that kind of helps you too, because if you're one of those people like me that constantly has to be doing something and can't rest because you have put value into doing, and sometimes doing is nothing. And it's okay. I'm not talking about bed rotting. I'm not talking about that. That's a new trend. I fucking hate that word. Again, here it comes up, that Leo, gotta move, gotta do it. So this week, what I'm telling you is get some rest, get some, feel grateful for being able to rest. Remember, there are some people that didn't wake up today. Think about that. There are people that thought they were going to have more time, and they didn't. So it is important for you to understand this week how important it is for you to rest in ways that you can. Now, don't try to fuck with this, because that's what I would do too. Well, I'm reading, but you're reading for your business. You know what I mean? Like, Jeff, read for pleasure. When was the last time you picked up one of your fantasy books that you read and you just don't read them because you're too busy researching and studying? And, sometimes you just got to take a break from that. And I hope that you understand that. Value yourself, to give yourself the time to do nothing. Quiet contemplation is the key to your spirituality. And I bet you 98% of you are missing the boat on that. Okay? So let me know in the comments, because it's not a coincidence that I'm here sharing that with you now, because it's basically the theme for this week. All right? So on the 9th, Venus, the planet of love, is moving into Virgo. Okay, so we're moving out of Leo passion. Those levels have been turned up. I don't know. I'm a Leo, so zip. But I've been thinking about relationships a lot and where this would fit into my life, something I have not done before. So maybe you have been doing that also, fellow Leos, kings and queens. But now Venus kind of looks at love practically now. Now the veil kind of lifts. And speaking of the veil, we today, as of Tuesday, Neptune has gone retrograde. So the veil does kind of lift in a way. How is that lifting for you? Like for me, because my moon is in Pisces, so I feel that. I had a great time with my mother yesterday, which my moon is conjunct my North Node. So that says a lot about the mother dynamic. But with Neptune going retrograde, it kind of lifted the veil on some things, We cleared the air. In fact, we had the most jovial time. This is taking her to her cancer treatments, which she's fine. And it's basically non-existent, but we still go for checkups and things like that. But, usually it was a pretty grim time, to take her to these appointments. And yesterday we just had a good time. And I believe that Neptune retrograde has a little bit to do with that, kind of lifting the veil on all that stuff. And and then that could be happening in your life too. What's lifting? The fog is lifting. That's the way I look at it. The fog is clearing. Because fog can be illusionary. Did you ever wake up in the morning and it's like, oh my God, it's so dark and dreary. And then you walk out and then you look at the weather report and you're like, wait, sunny skies by noon. What the fuck is going on here? How is this even possible? And if you look up at the sky, you can see the blue sky, but that fog needs to be burned away by the sun's light. And I think this is a perfect metaphor for that. So allow yourself for some things to be, the veil kind of dissolves in front of you. You know what I mean? For this week, you might find a lot of things incorporating that kind of energy. All right. And then this weekend, the moon is in Gemini this whole weekend. So Geminis, be aware, hyper aware, I'm sure. But on the 13th, we have Venus squaring Uranus. Now, this can be pretty volatile energy. Again, it's activating that Gemini energy also. So I get it could be ramping up for that. But with Venus in Virgo, we're more practical about love. Okay. So I've been thinking about it the whole time Venus has been in July about relationships. And now I'm thinking the practicality of it. You know what? Probably not a good idea. Is it practical? Do I have time to fit that in there? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Again, the week is getting some rest and letting some things go so we can get ready for this new moon. Now, the new moon is on the 14th, and this is in the sign of Cancer again. So this is an emotional moon. Cancers are going to feel it more than anything. So be aware of that. But this is a time to kind of set forth on new beginnings. You can set your intentions. There is potential in the new moon. And we don't want to do it right on the date of the new moon. I've told you this before, but I want to say it to the new people that are with us, is that the new moon, after a few days, that's when we go ahead and manifest. And you know it's time to set your intentions when you look outside and you see the small fingernail crescent of the moon. They call that Diana's bow, and that is the excellent time to go ahead and set those intentions. So again, we're looking at our universal seed bank for this month and going, what can we add to this month's energy? How can I release some emotions? How can I open up to some emotions? You know what I mean? That's dealing with some past stuff with family and all of that. That's another thing that this new moon ties into family, especially the mother, you know, that kind of thing. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go through each of the signs and let you know exactly where this new moon is going to be influencing. Also, I'm launching as of today the new moon guide for this new moon in Cancer. It's available now. Link is in the description. Go ahead and download that. That's free. Again, I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be offering little compendiums and all of that to these moon cycles, because the plan is to start a whole moon phase course where you are in this every week. We go through it every week. I kind of want to take it as one of these astrologers did in the 90s. But I'm going to leave that for another time. I want to get to the new moon. So let's do it with Aries. Aries, this new moon is happening in your 4th house, and it's in the sign of Cancer. So this is all about home, family, security. What could you establish? Maybe you're actually looking for a new home. You could find one. Taking care of things in the home. Maybe you're working too much, so you got to find that work-home balance. There's going to be that for you and Libra as well. But this new moon is giving you an opportunity for something at home via projects at home, getting some things done, actually purchasing a home, looking for a new home. So if you're thinking about doing that, this is the time to do it. All right. Taurus, this is happening in your 3rd house. This is all about communicating effectively. Are you letting people know how you feel inside? And I've been saying that a lot. Say the thing, do the thing, be the thing. But communication is so there's a new line of communication opening up for you. This could also be some small travel going on for you as well. Your siblings may come into focus at this time. All right. So Taurus, it's all about communicating for you in this new moon. Gemini, this is happening in your 2nd house. This is a new opportunity to give yourself some new set of values, how you feel about things. This could be a raise coming into opening up to a new job. The 2nd house does have to do with finances, value of those things, but also value to yourself, a very important aspect of that. All right, so open up to the money, honey. Okay, Cancer, this is in your 1st house. This is all about treating yourself to some self-love, to release any emotions that no longer serve you or weighing you down. And it's also your relationship with yourself and a reflection of what it is to other people. So put yourself first on the list. That does not make you selfish. It gives you a new opportunity to do something for you. Get your hair did, get your nails done, that kind of thing. Retail therapy. Take the mask off you've been wearing to other people and be raw and real. Okay? Leo, this is happening in your 12th house. So, for us Leos, we're getting rid of emotional patterns that no longer serve us. Okay? We're getting rid of triggers that cause emotional outbursts or these overwhelming feelings and these patterns that run in the subconscious. We're going to be giving us a new opportunity to set the stage for new affirmations. And it's really weird because yesterday I was writing affirmations like crazy, you know. Of course, when I go read, just in case, I take a pen and a pad with me in case I get inspired or want to, or, you know, again, affirmations just kind of flow through me. And it was really profound, some of the things that I wrote yesterday. So again, change those patterns, write them down, recite them. Positive reinforcement helps quell and get rid of the negative energy that we carry around with us. So emotional issues definitely need to be taken care of. Virgo, this is happening in your 11th house of hopes, dreams, and wishes. So plant those seeds of what you want to do, what you want to accomplish as we get close to your season, closer and closer to your season. But this is an excellent time to establish new relationships, open up to your own vibe tribe, you know, very, very indicative there. Now, Libra, this is happening in your 10th house of career. This could be a new job. This could be aspiring to do something different. This could be a raise. It's the spotlight on you and what you do and what you give to the world. And you could be thinking about that a lot. What new way can you work that in? Okay. Also, a balance between work and home, so be aware of that. Scorpio, this is happening in your 9th house. Could be doing some traveling. Could be doing a lot of soul searching at this time. Meditation, ways to, again, kind of like Leo's energy, is getting rid of those negative triggers that trigger you. I think that's the word for you fixed signs: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Let's get rid of the triggers. Let's open up to a new way of thinking, a new way of life. You know, it could be becoming very religious, very spiritual at this time. Perfect for you, okay? Adding more spirituality to you, Scorpio. Sagittarius, this is happening in your 8th house. It's time to heal. This is a great time for rest and relaxation. Jupiter can, again, your sign is in Leo now. And it is your sign. Your ruler is in Leo now. And it makes everything big, you know? So let's take this time to give ourselves some grace, to heal, to kind of take care of finances and all of that. Opening yourself up to new ways of taking care of you and healing, especially healing. All right, Capricorn, this is happening in your 7th house of relationships. So you get a new opportunity here to reestablish some relationships. Old ones may be coming back, so be careful. But also this is a reflection of, well, what am I receiving? What am I giving? What kind of relationships am I establishing? Partnerships of all that, okay? Aquarius, this is happening in your 6th house of daily routine. This is you trimming the fat out of your daily routine. Stop doom scrolling all day. Catch yourself doing that a lot. Wasting your time kind of daydreaming, drifting off. No, it's time to get down to work. It's time to really go for a walk, get outside, get in nature, move, Aquarius. You need to move. You know, you're the water bearer. You're pouring water. Water needs to flow. Even though you're an air sign, it's all about flow with you. And you need to be in it instead of out of it. Okay? And Pisces, this is happening in your 5th house of new opportunities to bring you joy. This could be new opportunities in love, romance, all the things that make summer such a wonderful fucking time of the year. You know what I mean? And you can really, really open up to some new emotions. You know, caring for children also becomes kind of key into that. But really putting your emotions into what you do. Okay? Being very passionate about it. All right, so that is going to do it for the signs for the new moon. Again, download your free new moon in Cancer guide. For you, it's about 4 or 5 pages, and it's free, FREE, free. So remember that. And with that being said, again, thank you, universe, for everyone and everything in my life. Thank you for the breath that I take. Thank you for where I am in this moment. Thank you for where I've been. Thank you for where I'm going. Thank you for the abundance that flows into my life. I allow myself more love and healing. That kind of thing you can tell yourself. Tell the universe how much you love living in it and appreciate it. And the universe cannot give you what you desire unless you say, hey, thank you. Just saying thank you opens up. And then when you open up, you become a magnetic force and you pull in that like energy. more things to be thankful for. Gratitude is key this week. And if you have a hard time figuring out what you're grateful for, you're missing the fucking plot. Okay? And if you're that lost, contact me. We can do a reading together. Okay? I'll set you straight. I guarantee that. If it's one thing I can do is at least set you straight, at least put you back on true north. All right, everybody. Wow, that's a long-winded cosmic weather, but there are some valuable things there that you can help adjust for you this week. I'm sure you're feeling it. You know, we're kind of all hungover from the weekend in some kind of form, energetically, physically, mentally, whatever. Now is the time to kind of relax, become practical, open ourselves up to new beginnings. All right. So that's going to do it for the cosmic weather. That's going to do it for the cosmic weather. And I love you all. Let's start our tarot readings. Get ready. Thank God there's timestamps below. And let's start with Aries. Aries, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading. And this is going to be for January. July 8th all the way to July 14th. So welcome, Aries. Hope you are on your way to a fantastic week. Neptune just went retrograde in your sign, so let's see what the veil is lifting for you this week. And how can you rest and feel very grateful about what's going on presently in your life, all right? If you didn't check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of the video, I suggest you do. It's 25 minutes long. So I'm really liking to do the cosmic weather, and I see how much you guys are watching, and you guys are watching it the whole way through. So I love that. I love that. That's great for the channel. And I knew that I just wasn't doing it to blabber. You know what I mean? So let's go to the tarot table and begin our midweek reset for you, Aries. I'm so glad that you are here. Let's get everything ready. Let's get our angel numbers to start the reading. You know how we do. So let's get our angel numbers for you, Aries. Again, Neptune is going retrograde in your sign. 5, 6, 7 are your angel numbers, which signal and herald evolution. Who's herald? You are evolving spiritually and emotionally, moving towards greater wisdom and understanding. I think it's going to be in one of those weeks. So, you're moving towards greater wisdom and understanding. You're getting there. You're evolving, Aries, and it's okay. Sometimes that can be scary, you know? Let's get a message from our guardian angels this week and see what they have in store for us. What a weekend, huh? How was your weekend? I hope it was good and safe and all of that. You know, we've got Mercury retrograde. We're in full retrograde mode right now. Just a couple more weeks of that, and then we're out. We'll be in the clear. So let's go ahead and get our message. Which one? None. Okay. Those need to be shuffled again. There we go. Okay, so let's see what we have for you. What is your guides or guardian angels? There it is. Boom. Ooh, I love this. And it's the star. Love this. Number 17. With inspiration, fulfillment, and faith. Love that. Let's read up on it. Where's my chair dragging? God damn it. All right. All right, so Aries, now is the time for gratitude and joy. Now, I know you watched the cosmic weather at the beginning of this video, and this is exactly what this card entails for us to do this week. The star you see on this card is the light at the end of the tunnel. Challenges fade away, and wonderful new experiences enter your life. Relationships that have been challenging in the past will now be rekindled. Your angels encourage you to feel great optimism and hope. Show confidence in yourself and know that your newfound inspirations are divinely orchestrated and your ideas will be fruitful. It's a good time to make long-term plans for the future. Consider this card to be like the candles on a birthday cake. Close your eyes, smile, and make a wish. Wow. All part of your evolution. All part of it. Let's get our shadow work and see what we have to do there. I really love this deck. I really do. That's made by Radley Valentine. I mean, he makes some pretty damn good decks. For some reason, I always thought it was Randalee. I don't know why. I always saw Randalee, but it's Radley. All right, but the universe is like, have faith. Have faith. Have faith, kids. Okay? It's all part of our evolution. Greater wisdom and understanding. Understanding this is Shadow Blossom for you this week, Aries. You need both sunlight and darkness to bloom fully. Absolutely. Resilience and nourishing. Understand that this does create resilience because being in the sun for 24 hours a day would scorch you. It would scorch everything on the planet. Everything is in perpetual balance here. And this is part of your evolution to understand that you're moving towards a greater understanding that there's a bigger portion of things at work here. And you're not separate from it, you're in it, okay? Also, I want you to pay attention because they're pointing out that this is the Pleiades, and I don't know if any of you are starseeds or anything like that, or Pleiadians. That is a message for you. Again, really weird. What is it, the Seven Sisters? But again, this is showing you that we need both of those aspects in order to grow, okay? Very interesting. I love that. Let's get more messages for you. Oh, there they are, all three. The first one they want to show you is failure. So we need to work on that. It's also a part of life. You know, again, there's a huge focus on this energy this week, and abundance. Gratitude produces abundance. Learning about life and evolution, and not letting our fears feed the flames of failure. You know what I mean? Sometimes we need to fall down to learn to get back up. All right? That's a message for some of you. Let's go ahead and start the reading now. So abundance could be coming. We're letting go of failure. You know, the fear of it. How we're so quick like a moth to a flame to run towards it, you know? This is really taking stock of your life, letting yourself blossom. Coming out of the shadows. I dropped a gaggle of cards. Okay, let's see. You know, and life is abundant. Life isn't lack. Take a good look around you. You can really see that there is no lack here, okay? It's perception. So let's get the vibe for you this week. And a vibe it is. Okay, so yeah, we have fear of failure reinforced here with the Five of Pentacles, so be aware of that. Again, that stops us from everything. Five of Wands, drama, and all of that. We're a moth drawn to that flame, and we don't need to be. The key here is the King of Swords, looking at the grand picture of things, looking at your life and going, I can fix this, I can change this, I can still make a difference here. You know, walking away from what no longer serves us, that really shows us that new moon energy that you can utilize at this time to walk away from what no longer serves you. You know, especially Eight of Cups, it's emotional stuff because this new moon is in Cancer. Page of Swords is a new message coming in, a new way of looking at things. And the Six of Wands is victory and success. So what do you want to focus on? Drama and failure or victory and success? It takes a new way of looking at things, and it's time to let go of some of the things that we've carried on that, you know what, we really can't even explain why we do it. You know what I'm saying? So again, let it go. Let it go. You're going to hear me say that so much. And you're going to be like, well, Jeff, how do I let it go? There's so many things. There's so many techniques that you can use to let things go. You can simply say, I am done thinking this way. Catch yourself thinking. Because it's your thinking that brings you to these horrible conclusions. Yeah, look at that. Trapped in fear with the Eight of Swords. You're stuck in this. Suffering in silence. No more, Aries. No more. You got to nurture yourself this week. Again, the new moon is happening in your 4th house. This could be home issues that you're dealing with, family issues. But everything here is showing triumphant success. We got the 6 of Wands, triumph. We've got 5, 6, 7 all over this. That's your number of evolution this week. I mean, come on. Let's look at relationships and love. Let's see what's going on with that. I'm telling you, I mean, the Chariot, the 6 of Wands, this is moving out of this stagnant energy. You know what I mean? And gratitude will help. Yeah, see, don't be tempted to turn your back on an opportunity here, especially when it comes to relationships. This is great energy to nurture and to know that you are worthy of so much more. And I think it's time for a lot of you Aries to realize that you've been selling yourself short simply because you were taught this way of life that no longer exists. You know what I'm saying? And it's really important for you now to embrace this energy and to let go of feeling stuck or, you know, looking at some of the things that you go through in life as failure. And that's not it. That's just not it. Especially when there's so much positivity here. It's like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? So let's get some messages of love and see. But nurture that part of yourself that you long for somebody else to do. You know what I mean? Okay. Messages of love are as follows. Apology. You can expect the apology you want to hear. The Page of Swords actually kind of reinforces that. But again, this is some relationship stuff. That's okay. We need to work on that. And support. Lean on your inner circle during this time. Yes, again, this new moon is giving you an opportunity to kind of lean on the support. Don't turn your back on help and support. You know, you may need that at this time. So again, family and taking care of those issues big this week. All right, let's go ahead and get what's the vibe. And see what else adds to this week. So there's an opportunity here to get out of this. Oh, I don't know. It just didn't work. It's this constant barrage of self-sabotage. All right. Wishful thinking. That's kind of like the star card here. Second chance, deja vu, and nostalgia. Again, we have to stop reliving the past as, oh, these are mistakes, what I've made, and all of that. Stop this madness that you're going through, Aries. You know what I mean? Let's get a closing message for you. Again, give yourself the grace of relaxation and all of that, and really, you know, looking at yourself differently, you know? Instead of the judgment here. I'm surprised the judgment card didn't come out because that's what it feels like. But we're just stuck in this, I don't know. The past, you can't change it. Okay, so you might as well just move on. Closing message for you is protect, Aries. You're being asked to protect yourself and your energy. It's okay to want to give to others, which you do effortlessly. But it's important that you set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection in place. So that could be the other thing too, is that the reason why we're feeling this way is because we allow people to treat us this way, Aries. And I got a feeling that is Time's up for people, especially who have fucked you over. You know what I mean? So go boldly through this week and give yourself, again, some grace of just relaxing and going through this and releasing these emotional issues. That's a good thing to do with the new moon in Cancer. If you want more help with that, go ahead and download the free New Moon Cancer Guide available to you, okay? But Aries, that is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe and all of that stuff. Make sure you join the Vibe Tribe, $4.99 a month. You're also getting readings that nobody else gets too. I'm adding that stuff behind the scenes. So much stuff coming to you. Okay, so lock into that price. And it also helps support the channel, okay? Aries, I love you all. Have a fantastic week. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Taurus, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot Reading, and this is going to be for the dates July 8th all the way to the 14th. So welcome, Taurus. Hope you are on your way to a fantastic week. Let's rest. Let's get some gratitude going for our life and ourselves, of course, and the universe around us. If you didn't check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of this reading, I suggest you do. We go over extensively what's going on this week with all the astrology and all the energy going on. So, Taurus, without further ado, let's go to the tarot table and begin. So this new moon is happening in your third house. And again, this could be about communicating. Now, this could be a little glitch here because Mercury is retrograde. It went retrograde on the 29th, along with that full moon in June. And then here we are. So we've just got, I think, one more week of this and then we're up. But what Mercury retrograde wants you to understand is this is a time to go and review. Make sure you are checking your emails, answering those texts, those voicemails, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Dotting your I's, crossing your T's. Okay? Back up your computer stuff, that kind of thing. Make sure there's oil in your car. For some of you, I have to tell you, because when the oil light goes on, it's already too late. All right? So the oil just doesn't recirculate itself. Make sure that your oil levels are fine. For some reason, some of you Tauruses need to know that, okay? So your angel numbers for this week are 747, and it's about reassurance. Okay. Trust your intuition and make practical decisions that align with your higher purpose. Your guardian angels are acknowledging your efforts. So you're being reassured here that trusting your intuition and making those practical decisions, your ruler is moving into practical Virgo on the 9th, on Thursday. So be aware of that. So this could be like relationship issues that you could be dealing with, okay? Again, kind of reflecting what's going on, what went on at the full moon, which happened in your 5th house, okay? So let's get a message from our guardian angels, from the guardian angel deck, and see what they have for you, Taurus. There it is. And it's the King of Fire with inspiration, charismatic individual, and innovation. So the King of Wands is moving forward. That's like Leo energy. So let's see. For a situation, you have the gift of leadership, and it's time for you to step forward, Taurus. It's your moment in the sun, and people are ready to listen to your words of wisdom. Again, communication. It's true that you love the spotlight, but what makes you special is that you use it to change the world, while in your career, you are just naturally talented at guiding others. You also are deeply care about the family, your family, and friends, and will always take time to see their needs. This is about opening up to opportunities, innovative ideas, moving forward on those, being reassured that whatever you're thinking about doing and doing well is going to work in your favor, okay? Very interesting. Let's go ahead and do our shadow work. Let's see what shadow work we need to do this week, I should say. Let's see. Oh, there it is right there. And it's escapism. Detach from daily struggles and relax, but don't use it as a form of avoidance. So relaxation is fine, but also needing to face reality. And Taurus, I'm telling you, you're very susceptible to that. Jesus Christ. My kids are probably going to make fun of that because they always make fun of me messing up the words. Haha, Daddy, you said obfuscate wrong and so much. But anyway, relax, detach from daily struggles, but don't do it to avoid it. You gotta face some stuff, okay? It's time to take action. You're being reassured that you can do that, all right? So let's get 3 messages from our Earthbound oracles. Little cards with the big messages. One more, please. Can I get one more? Can I get a, oh yeah? No, can I just, can I get one more? I don't know where that came from. Okay. The first one they want you to see is failure. Fear of failure. So again, you're being reassured that you can move forward here. Don't escape it. Keep yourself grounded, Taurus. Again, could be going on little short trips. Maybe you need to do that. You know what I mean? But there's a clear message here that don't fear. You know, that we need to heal that self. You're being reassured to move forward. Feet on the ground approach. Just don't escape. You got to deal with it. I think Mercury retrograde, and it's because it's that new moon is happening in your 3rd house. That is a big call to deal with the issue. Okay? Your angels are definitely with you, that's for sure. And I'm pretty sure you can find a creative solution to this too. That's the other thing they kind of want me to bring up. All right, well, we got some beautiful nurturing energy here. That's good. That's very good. They want to go in the middle. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so this is you, the Queen of Pentacles in the middle of this. I got this. You know, you're using your creativity. You're being inspired. You're not letting fear or any of that get in the way. Beautiful energy there. But you may be juggling too much. I think that is a lot for you. Again, some of us could be in a lack mentality. 2 of Pentacles can show that lack mentality. Deal with the issue. Don't escape from it. Don't do a retail therapy when you know that the income's a little low. You know what I'm saying? The Queen of Cups, though, is regulate that emotion. That's kind of like that new moon energy in Cancer. That's giving you the opportunity to kind of say what you need to say. The 3 of Wands is really good energy. That means that something is coming in here. And the 3 of Cups, another 3, is showing celebration of some sort. Okay? So again, there may be safety in numbers here too. You know what I'm saying? With friends, all of that. But why did I put that there? I never put that on camera. What are you doing? I'm changing the rules. But I don't know. This is very good nurturing energy. Don't feed the fears. Feed your practical decisions and know that you make good decisions. There's a big message about you got this. Your angels want to tell you we do not doubt your decisions. You know what I mean? But you got to make some. So there's that message for you too. So I hope that resonates, because it comes in strong. But take care of that part of you that kind of wants to just worry shit to death. It brings things out of balance, and I think it is. I don't think it. I know it's fear of failure, but it's really the message is reassuring that you got this. Okay, wow. Sacral chakra. So again, this stifles our creativity. Again, there's a lot of Tauruses out there really using their creativity and maybe afraid to show it to the world. Show it to the world. Again, some of you are writing books or something like that, poetry or something of that nature. The message that I'm getting here is it's a crime not to share it with anybody. Some of your escapism actually created a different reality. Share it with other people. Post it online or something like that. Another 3, nurture yourself. We've got 3 3s on the board. That's all about growth. Yeah, look at that. Growth, creativity, divine support. You're being reassured here. There's something about being creative. The sacral chakra is very creative. That's where all your creativity comes from. And it's growth. So you're on your way to something here, Taurus. And look at that, the Fool card, new beginnings. So don't turn your back on a new beginnings for growth and all of that. This is a beautiful, beautiful message here. Beautiful. Let's look at relationships. Maybe this is what's up. Or maybe a lot of you have been feeling writer's block or something like that. For some of you, you need to revisit what you used to do. What could that be? Only you would know. Let me know in the comments. Because the guidance coming through is just something else. Wow. Wow. Again, don't be tempted to be foolish here. Especially when it comes to relationships. Let's not fall for the same old, same old. The 2 of Wands is putting the energy out there, planning. 10 of Cups is beautiful energy. That's celebration energy. 3 of Cups, 10 of Cups, that's beautiful. The Fool out twice shows me that maybe there's like energies matching here. You know? Maybe a coincidence of some sort. Beautiful energy, I'm telling you right now. Let's go ahead and get messages of love. There's the 2 right there. Thank you. First message is unplug. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. So don't be foolish. It's not all work. You got to have some relaxation there. That's what I was talking about at the beginning of the video in the cosmic weather is the struggle to actually relax without feeling guilty. How many of us are guilty of that? There's something wrong with that. It's not the way to live. Best thing to do is release. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. There it is, Taurus. There it is, because this reading is too good to be dwindling with fear and fear of failure. Okay, let's go ahead and get what's the vibe. Get out in nature. Maybe you've got technology overload, too much, sitting in front of screens, that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. And it's all we need for this week is laughter, happiness, joy, and healing. That's what we need to focus on instead of fear, failure, and shoulda, woulda, coulda. You know what I mean? Have fun, for God's sakes. You're missing the point if you're not. Okay, let's get a closing message for you. But this video, this reading is reassurance. Your guides are like, listen, you got this, Taurus. You got this. Okay, closing message is receive. Ooh. Taurus, you're being asked to open to receiving universal gifts, and these can come in the form of love, money, compliments, healing energy, and universal wisdom. Know that you're worthy of these gifts and open up to them. Again, this is the time. Thank you so much for my beautiful life. Thank you for the great decisions that I make. Thank you for being able to communicate effectively on how I feel for myself and others. And the list goes on and on and on and on. Taurus, it's time to reprogram and release the things that still make us believe are bullshit. Okay, Taurus, I love you all. That is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, download your free New Moon in Cancer guide. That's free. Link is in the description. All of that stuff. Listen, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Hey, don't forget, join the Vibe Tribe. $4.99 gets you so much. And not only that, you get readings that nobody else gets too. We started that this month. So join the Vibe Tribe. It helps support the channel also. Okay, Taurus, have a great week. Don't escape, but relax. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Gemini, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot Reading, and this is going to be for July 8th all the way to July 14th. So welcome, Gemini. We got some stuff to talk about. But check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of this video if you haven't, and that tells us everything that's going on for this week. All right, so let's get to the tarot table and begin. Now, you got to understand that we are in full retrograde season with Mercury, and it doesn't last that long. We got one more week of this. But what this is doing, Gemini, is giving you an opportunity to kind of slow things down. Let's get the details in order. You got the plan, but plans need to be revised sometimes. Sometimes it's magical, sometimes it just works. But other times, especially during a retrograde, there's a need to kind of get back to the drawing board and work out the finer details and things, okay? So give yourself a rest with that, all right? Especially when it comes to your emotions. Maybe we need to revisit some of this stuff. You follow me? Okay. Let's get our angel numbers, and we have 1, 2, 3, which leads to a progression here. You are experiencing forward movement and sequential unfolding of events. Trust the natural flow of life and take steps towards your goals with confidence. Yes, every little step I take, be together. Every little move I make, we'll be together. Don't even know why I'm singing that fucking song. Let's get a message from our guides. So you are making progress. Just take your time. There's no need to rush, Gemini, okay? So let's get a message from our guardian angels. What's wrong with, look at this card. For the love of all things sacred. I just use my cards a lot, that's all. Okay, oh. Let's get, ooh, there it is. And it's the 2 of fire, or the 2 of wands. And this is planning, partnering, and progress. Again, progress, progression. What's our guardian angels telling us? Look at that new moon symbolism there too. So do some of your planning around that new moon. Excellent. Let's read up on it. So far, so good, the universe is saying. You may have some decisions to make, Gemini, but you also have time to arrive at them. Don't be concerned if you're noticing a little slowdown in the speed at which your plans are manifesting. Take this opportunity to work on your long-term vision. You've accomplished a lot, but there is still a lot to do. So consider carefully if this might be the right time to take on a new partner for your endeavor. It's all right to be independent. However, it can also be of great benefit to have someone helping you along your path. Listening to the ideas of others could greatly expand your world view. So, interesting. I really like that. Pay attention to white feathers too. You might be seeing white feathers around. I saw actually a lot of feathers in my path the last few days. Black ones, white ones, at the most opportune times to kind of snap me out of whatever I was, in, to kind of say, you got inspiration here. You got protection, It's beautiful. And this time of year just inspires me beyond measure, Okay, let's see. What's our shadow card? So progression, progress is definitely the theme for this. And finding wholeness. Bring together fragments that complete you. This is accepting flaws and all, and gives you inner peace. And it may be some childhood issues, because that looks like a small child there. That's maybe the last piece of the puzzle. Again, maybe somebody is coming into your life if you haven't had that. I believe somebody could be coming in now, business-wise, partnerships, that kind of thing. But again, also maybe couple energy. Definitely making progress, getting yourself there. Okay, so we've got the first one, which is obfuscate. And what this means is that this is a refusal to see what's going on here. Okay? The eye is closed. The candles are snuffed out. So again, putting yourself out there, making some progression. I really love this. We've got the sun and the moon out. So the sun is refusing to see that sometimes you can be very negative, and we need to work on that. And other is sometimes you can be very emotional. So what this is saying is release your emotions, especially the ones that keep you from seeing the big picture here. And the sun, stay in a positive attitude and environment. I want to be able to get the illuminate card, because I want to show you the two together, you know? So let's see. Of course, it's going to be right at the bottom of the deck. Of course it is. There it is. Okay. So the illuminate card is very different from the obfuscate card. Okay. The candles are lit. The way is shown. The eyes are open. You know, so let's get into that. Okay. Beautiful. So make progress by balancing the light and the dark. Because the moon has no light of its own. It's the reflection from the sun. You understand how that goes? Maybe you can find wholeness that way. But again, two partners coming together, two luminaries coming together. Something's up here. Something's definitely up. Okay, let's get your reading. Is that it? Yes. King of Cups is keeping your emotions, again, we've got this new moon, keeping your emotions regulated, okay? It's an end to feeling like you're in a losing battle. It's time to walk away from that energy. Literally walk away from it with the Eight of Cups. So you're choosing that. You're getting a hold on your emotions. You know, you're not tanking them. You're actually releasing them in a positive way. Eight of Wands is positive movement forward. So again, your delays are just actually divine protection here. And the Ace of Pentacles, I love that. A new beginning here. And for some of you, I don't think that you're really seeing it that way. And that what this whole message is basically based on, is that you have to see it from a different perspective. It's choosing a victorious outcome instead of a defeated one, okay? That Five of Swords is saying you gotta choose victim or victor. They produce two totally different outcomes, so be aware of that. Wow. Foundations and achievements. This is Four of Wands, very harmonious energy. You know, this new moon is happening in your second house of my value. My value comes from my strength and my power. Another 8. Okay? Positive movement forward. The Ace of Wands again. Oh, that's eight of Pentacles. We've got 3 8s on the board, and then we have material harvest with the 9 of Pentacles. This is very good. Maybe a new job, or again, partnering or something like that is on its way, but definitely the 8s have it with abundance, achievement, and staying focused. And you may have something to say to somebody. Okay? But the 8s have it. So staying focused, a little delay, and then all of a sudden things pick up. Be aware of that. Wow, this is great. I see a lot of you like maybe opening up to a new job, new raise, something like that. Like there's definitely some progress being made here. And with the Strength card out, the Leo card, that is confidence if I've ever seen it. Okay, let's look at relationships. There could be some uncertainty with that. So the only way to quell that is to nurture that part of you that feels insecure, okay? Venus is moving into Virgo, and this is the sign of Virgo. The Empress is Virgo. So that's pretty interesting. To become more practical about your relationships. Maybe you're expecting too much. The Knight of Pentacles is showing you slow and steady. Again, there's no need to rush through this energy. The Chariot, though, shows, movement, success. That's definitely happening. And the Eight of Wands, again. So again, moving towards abundance. Feeling that in your heart, okay? Wow. That is beautiful energy. Now I got the hiccups. Okay, let's get messages of love. Ooh. There they are. Let's see, what do we have? Protected. You are safe and divinely guided. You've got this. You can step into this boldly without any problems. You just focus on victory and success. Healing. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. Okay, so there it is, Gemini. That's where we need to work, is releasing these old wounds, walking away from this, and these childhood issues of maybe abandonment, detachment of some sort. You see what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get what's the vibe. And see, the eights have it. 4 8s on the board. Aha. This could also be part of it too. Salty, bitter, angry, and petty. You need to work on that. Again, with this new moon, are we holding on to this anger? And then all of a sudden, Mount Vesuvius blows. Let it go. Work on it. Release it. In a productive way, okay? So let's get a closing message for you. No need to be salty. That could be the obfuscate card right there, All right, closing message for you, Gemini, is change. You're being asked to change a part of yourself that no longer feels like the person you've become or are becoming. Change isn't always easy, Gemini, but letting go of this outdated part of yourself will allow you to align with your true self. Change is on the horizon. The Two of Wands called that out right in the beginning. And it's all about progression for you. You are making progress. Stop looking at it in that way of, I got to check all these boxes. Progress is still being made. All the eights are saying to be focused. Focus on what you've achieved. You're making progress. That's the big message. All right, so that's going to do it for you, Gemini. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, all that stuff. Thank you so much. Join the Vibe Tribe. I just have one tier right now. I will be working on others. And of course, it's conveniently priced at $4.99 a month, which gives you all kinds of stuff. And now you're getting readings that nobody else gets. And that just was posted July 7th. July 7th, 7/7 at 7 o'clock at night. And it all worked out that way. So again, Gemini, get this stuff done and your value will raise, especially when you know you're worth it. All right, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Cancer, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot Reading, and this is going to be for July 8th all the way to July 14th. Happy new moon. Happy birthday, Cancer. Hope you are enjoying your another trip around the sun, baby. Hope you are making it a good one. So make sure you watch the cosmic weather at the beginning of this video so you can understand what exactly is happening for you with this new moon in your sign. It's a good time for you to make things work. And not only that, but make sure you check out and download my new moon guide for you, Cancer. That's available. It's free. And it's, it's free. And it will help you a lot, all right? So with that being said, happy birthday. Let's go to the tarot table and begin. Let's do it. Let's get our angel numbers. New moon in your sign. It's always a good sign, okay? But this is a time to really establish a new way of looking at things, especially emotions, okay? Your numbers this week are 987 with reflection. Perfect time. Look inward and evaluate your actions. Embrace introspection and self-reflection for your own development. This is the new moon. This is exactly what all Cancers should be doing at this time. Oh, something bit me or what? Why does that itch right there? Anywho, let's continue. That's awesome. Looking inward, evaluating your actions, embracing introspection and self-reflection. That's great. Let's get a message from our guardian angels. Is our card flipped up upside down? Is that what I saw? Am I seeing things, or was that for real? Well, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's see. Yeah. All right, what do we got? Yeah, download that new moon guide, especially when it's in your sign. 6 of Fire, absolutely. And this is all about success and recognition and self-esteem. Feeling good in the hood. That's it right there. Let's read up on it, shall we? 6 of Fire. Let's get the 6 of Fire. Victory, success. This is your day in the sun. Whatever goal you've had your eye on, Cancer, is going to work out beautifully. There is no doubt that you will be able to realize your dreams if you haven't already done so. This is a card of good fortune, optimism, and anticipation of a job well done. If you've been praying for someone to come and help you solve your problems, then your prayers are about to be answered. I really don't like that, but okay. This helper may not do all the work for you. Okay, I like that better. But will be able to point you in the direction that will dramatically lighten your load. So, reward and recognition, believing in yourself, success, moving forward. That's all you need to focus on, especially after some deep reflection here, okay? Love it. Let's get shadow work. Let's see. Deception. Interesting. A slippery slope erodes trust. Honesty fosters connection and authenticity. This is about not selling out your integrity, but being transparent and trusting, even when your mind says not to. Again, going inward, getting the answer there that reinvigorates this fire spirit. Okay? Interesting. So be aware of deception around you or self-deception. Of course. Is that one more? Okay, can I get one more, please? We just keep on trucking along. So this new moon could be bringing that success that you've been kind of eluding yourself from. I like that, eluding. All right. Again, use your inner wisdom. Pay attention to crows also. Bearing gifts, I believe. It's time to tap into your creativity. It's time to use your creative thinking power, okay? And keeping it simple this week. Breaking it down. How have we come to this in this world, complicating things so much? Again, this is just simply going within, okay? And releasing the deception. I love that. Let's give the main deck a shuffle and then go on. So yeah, I believe that you hold the key to this inner wisdom. I think it's going to be tapping into creativity or a creative solution by making it simple, keeping it simple. Okay, is that it? Yep. Yeah. 8 of Pentacles is tackling this in a totally different way. Learning a new skill. Again, creativity is kind of very important here. I love this. Strength. Love that. Another 8. Again, 6 of Fire and 6 of Wands and the Strength card is heavy Leo energy. Knight of Cups, it's your move. Maybe an offer coming in. One that you've been waiting for, the recognition that you deserve after much reflection, putting your creativity into this, whatever this is. Again, using a different skill, learning a new skill, being creative with what you do. Interesting. Whoa. Those three. Put those back. Okay. Wow. Transformation. Beautiful. Transforming into something different here. Harmony, the Lover's card. Love that. And fulfillment of wishes, the Nine of Cups. Damn, Cancer, this new moon is bringing a simple approach to something here that really just fucking knocks the deception out. You know, Neptune going retrograde can also have that effect. That happened July 7th, today. I'm recording this. So be aware of that, okay? And then we have this new moon. We have Venus moving into Virgo. So again, that could be simplifying it, being more practical in our relationships. Speaking of, let's talk about relationships. So I guess when we focus on victory and success, we get what we want. It's that fucking easy. And your mind is probably deceiving you. Oh, it's got to be more complicated than that, if it even happens at all, you know? Or maybe someone's around you that's doing that. Well, get rid of them, okay? That doesn't serve your purpose at all. Okay, what do we have for relationships and love? Knight of Wands, taking action. See that happening. Five of Wands, so there could be some drama. Transform that. Again, be creative. Use your wisdom. Do what you have to do, okay? Queen of Cups is your energy. Trusting your intuition heavily in relationships and making progress. Knights are action, so you're taking action, okay? Maybe releasing the drama in your life. Ooh, excuse me. I don't know why I'm yawning. I must be boring myself. I'm not really. Go slow. Take time to get to know each other. Again, there's no rush. Maybe that's what you want to do. And that can be a little deceiving, you know? Again, relationships need to have that dance. We can't skip steps. You got to learn the dance in order to be in it, okay? So let's go ahead and get, what's the vibe? And see what we got for you. Okay. Aha. All right. So, two-faced, double life, cheater, backstabber. The deception. Could be dealing with somebody like that. Eliminate that drama. Let's not focus on it. And drowning. Over your head, overextended and hitting rock bottom. I'm sending you, Cancer, energy to get through this. But again, transform this energy. Focus on success. Focus on things being fulfilled. You know what I mean? It's changing your perception, the deception, all of that. Interesting. Let's get a closing message for you. See, this looks too good to kind of focus on all that shit. You know what I mean? It just doesn't, I don't know. Those two cards don't sit right with me, but you could well be in this, you know? So interesting how that card came about. Yeah. Closing message for you, Cancer, is keep going. It may feel as though you're on this path or journey for so long, and you may even wonder if you're making any progress towards your dreams. This message is a loving reminder for you to keep going. You're almost there. And I'm telling you, it would be a shame if you'd let the bottom drop out now. Okay, so recalibrate your energy. Go within this week. Give yourself some rest. Take your time, and you'll get there. All right, that is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, download your New Moon in Cancer guide. That's free. Link in the description. Join the Vibe Tribe. The Vibe Tribe is now getting their own set of readings, and those are going to be coming more and more as this progresses. So go ahead and join the Vibe Tribe if you haven't already. All right, Cancer, I love you all. Happy birthday. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Leo, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot Reading, and this is going to be for July 8th all the way to July 14th. So welcome, Leo. Hope you are on your way to a fantastic week. If you didn't check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of the video, make sure you check that out so you can get all the info on all the energy that's going on this week. The new moon, Mercury going retrograde. Well, it's already retrograde, all of that. So let's go to the tarot table, fellow kings and queens, and let's do this. Let's start our reading. Thank you so much for being here. Again, we're in Mercury retrograde, so be aware of that, okay? That went retrograde on the 29th, so we're right in the middle of it. But we also had Neptune go retrograde as of July 7th. Today, I'm recording this on July 7th. And so again, we got to revisit this. There may be some things coming back from the past that we need to revisit, especially with relationships, the way that things feel. Remember, we have Mercury going retrograde in Cancer, and then we have this new moon in Cancer that's affecting our 12th house. So again, getting rid of the clutter out of our lives before Leo season, which is a good opportunity to do that. And it's new emotional connections. I'm feeling that for us Leos, and allowing ourselves those emotional connections. A lot of Leos have kind of shut themselves off due to shitty relationships and that. And we're finally realizing that maybe it's not a good thing to hold on to that stuff. Okay. So our numbers are 876, and it's all about release. Let go of old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve your highest good, and embrace freedom in your life. That's perfect, because this new moon is happening in our 12th house, which tells us to do exactly that. Incredible. Okay? Now, let's get a message from our guardian angels and see what they have for us. Wow, I love it. And the angel numbers, and when any of the major first starts of the reading line up with what's going on astrologically, I just love that. Okay, let's get a message. What do we have? Ace of Air, Ace of Swords, and that's inspiration, communication, and adjustments. Okay, so we need to make some adjustments. We need to get ourselves inspired. We're being guided to do that, you know? Heavy is the head that wears the crown, that kind of energy, you know? But it's a new way of looking at that. And let's release the patterns that make us feel like that. Okay, so let's look at Ace of Air and see what the meaning is. On your mark, get set, go. You're off to a fabulous start on a fresh new intellectual challenge. The prospects, Leo, are very exciting, and you're quite sure you have it all figured out. And you probably do. However, this card can indicate the need to make a few course corrections as you go along. That's Mercury retrograde right there. Don't let that dampen your enthusiasm or keep you from moving forward. Consider any unanticipated changes to your plans to be your guardian angel's way of helping you make everything all the more perfect. Communication, Leo, is very important in any endeavor. Be sure you communicate clearly and in great detail with those you're working with. Misunderstandings or hurt feelings should be dealt with right away in a kind and compassionate manner. All right. So, you got to calm down. And the little bumps in the road you're encountering are just meant to help you perfect your plan. Rather than let it annoy you, give thanks for that. They're truly there for your benefit, and you'll be glad for your gains in the end. So again, it's releasing this damper on your spirits. I almost feel like it comes from you because one little thing doesn't go right, the whole bottom drops out, Let's elaborate. But a new way of thinking, a new way of communicating, making sure communication is key this week, okay? Actually, for the next few weeks. Communication is vital. Let's see. What do we have? What's our shadow work for this week? There it is. And it's ride the storm. Let chaos and turbulence cleanse your spirit. Purge, purify, and refine. All Mercury retrograde prerequisites. Again, release, refine, purge, purify. This is all pointing towards the right message here. Let's get 3 little messages. Okay, we got 1, 2, one more, please. There it is. Okay, obfuscate, which is refusing to see the situation. Again, don't let anyone put out your flame, your candle. Don't let the situations do that. In fact, know that everything's all connected. There's a bond between everything, including people, family, friends, that, and you just focus on achievement. That's all you do. It's leading you there. Okay? But don't close your mind off. Don't close your third eye. Like obfuscate is the opposite of illuminate. It puts things out. It's refusing to see. So we need to refine that. We need to purify ourselves of that. Okay? Interesting. But focusing on your achievement. You are making achievements, Every step is leading you to closer and closer. Wow. Okay. Wow. All right, Page of Wands. New idea, fresh approach coming in here. Very good. There's also a warning here of taking things way too seriously, and we need to nurture ourselves, be creative, find creative solutions, feet on the ground, practical approach. King of Cups is showing, the Queen of Pentacles shows that. The King of Cups is keeping your emotions in check and not letting them run wild. But I really love this coming up here, the Lovers card. And we've been talking about relationships, Leo. I talked about that earlier in the Cosmic Weather. The 10 of Cups is beautiful. The best card you can get in the deck, especially when it comes to relationships. And the World could be doing some traveling here, things coming full circle. Again, because of the Mercury retrograde, there may be people coming back into your life, nurturing those relationships and letting go of ones that don't give you that beautiful energy. This is great energy for the week. Wow. I love the Lovers, the 10 of Cups, and the World. That just speaks volumes. Open up to it. Okay? Again, if you're not seeing this in your life, it's because you're doing just that. You've let other past situations put those fires out. Okay? Yeah, obstacles and challenges are just guiding you towards what you need to go to. Okay? Passion ignited with the Ace of Wands now. So we have 2 aces in this reading. Getting your passion back, lighting that fire. And the Wheel of Fortune, it's time. Destiny stepping in. 2 10s. Let's put those on the board. Mother of Murgatroyd. Success, completion, and payoff. That's what this is all focusing on. When you release, it pays off. When you ride the storm, it pays off. When you open your eyes and see, it pays off. Whew. Wow, let's look at relationships. What is it that we're refusing to see here? This is inspired energy. This is feeling good energy. This is nurturing energy. Ace of Swords out again. So communication and relationships specifically. So this could be about relationships. What else do we have for Leo at this time? Yeah. So it's an end to uncertainty. Another 10, 10, 10, 10. An end to uncertainty. That's where communication comes in. That's why the Ace of Swords is out again. Communicate. I got a feeling someone's reaching out to you. The Page of Cups. An offer coming in. Gets that passion ignited. Again, 3 aces. Let's pay attention to 111. Trust your intuition, manifestation, and new beginnings. Very binary. 0s and 1s, 1s and 0s. And 9 of Pentacles. You deserve so much more. You deserve that happiness. You deserve a relationship. It's time for you to open up to it. But you can't do that unless you release old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve you when it comes to this. This is a great reading, Leo. Again, that Jupiter in Leo energy is definitely amplifying all of this. See what I'm saying? Okay. Let's do it. Patience. Everything will unfold in divine timing. The Wheel of Fortune also reinforces the patience, okay? And integrity. Does this situation align with your values and morals? Basically, let's not sell out. And I think, again, that could be a past relationship coming back in. Does this even align with where I'm at now? It's a good question to ask. Look at that. Tuesday the 7th and it's 77 degrees out. Wait, does it show that? Yeah, you see that? Ain't that messed up? 777. Pay attention to those too. True love. And it's really funny because now that I saw that 777 on the clock, I also want you to understand that I am releasing today, Tuesday, January. Why am I said that's the second time I said January. July 7th at 7 o'clock, I released a July video for members only. So if you want to check that out and become a member, because you're going to be getting a lot more exclusive content. This is just the start. I was going to start doing it in July, and here it is. Join the Vibe Tribe. $4.99 a month. It's not that bad. That's a cup of coffee these days, mothers and fathers. You know what I'm saying? True love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. And that's the way it's gotta be, Leo. Okay? I was just giving myself an excuse to fix this horror. You know, the humidity index is high. How can you tell? The hair is high, so is the humidity. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. And I'm going to tell you what. When you emit the frequency of unconditional love, emotionally for yourself, physically for yourself, and unconditionally for yourself, that comes back to you. Then somebody shows up in 3D form that loves you, that gives you that emotional need fulfilled, that physical, because let's face it, we're horn dogs and we need somebody to keep up with us. The last thing we need is a cold fish. You know what I mean? Sorry, somebody had to say it. Sex is important to a Leo, so you better keep up. Okay? And unconditional. Flaws and all. Deep. You know what I mean? Let's get what's the vibe? Leo. Oof. New beginnings in love? Maybe. Payoffs and completion? Absolutely. Very good. All right. Escape, running, denial, excuses. No more excuses. Open up to love. Single Leos. Okay. And coupled Leos. If you're in a rut, get yourself out of it. You know how to spark that up. Have some fun. Be spontaneous. Your partner will be like, holy fuck. You know what I mean? That's the person I fell in love with. Yeah, I want that back. Blocked. That's what that says, blocked. Moved on, nothing to say, stop calling. Okay, so you know what? You could be totally, you gotta have your boundaries. Again, the integrity card came out. Does it align with it? You know, are we just going to sell out just because we're lonely? Absolutely not. Are we going to take somebody back that treated us like shit? No. So that's a message for some of you Leos. Let's get a closing message for you, Leo. But this feels really good. 3 aces. What, 3 tens? You know, stop running from it. Stop making excuses of it. Just open up, okay? Leo, closing message is create. You're being asked to connect with your creative side in whatever way feels best. This part of you needs extra attention right now. It needs to be expressed in a bigger way. That is Jupiter knocking on our door. Hey folks, the party's arrived. Are you ready? Jump on the party bus. Woot woot. You know what I'm saying? Or we're gonna pass you by. There goes all the fun, only happening in the next 12 years. Leo, we've got a lot to discuss. We've got a lot to figure out here this week. But one thing we're going to be absolutely sure of is that love is possible, and it's about time, especially for us single Leos, and myself, present company, included. All right, Leo, that is a beautiful message. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and let me know. I'm telling you, love is in the air, everywhere and all around. All right, so let's go, universe. Okay, bring it to daddy. Okay, Leo, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Virgo, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot Reading. And this tarot reading is going to be for July 8th all the way to July 14th. I almost forgot the dates. Don't know why. I've been saying it for the last 6 readings. Welcome, Virgo. If you have not checked out the cosmic weather at the beginning of the video, I suggest you check that out. They're getting longer and longer. And it's only because I got so much information for you to share and to recap and all of that and see how the week went, your weekend especially. You know, so make sure you check that out. It's an integral part now of your Midweek Reset Tarot Reading. It's almost essential to watch that. Also, we have a new moon happening, and it's happening in your 11th house of hopes, dreams, and wishes, your vibe tribe, your friends, giving and receiving love so much. And you can download my free new moon guide in Cancer, specifically designed for this. I'm launching it today. Go ahead and download that. It's about 4 or 5 pages PDF. You can print it out. It's also print friendly, so you're not using all your ink, and designed it that way. And that's what I'm going to be doing for the new and full moons. I'm going to have a companion guide for all of them, and they're there to help you, to serve you in order to use this energy. So it's not some fucking woo. You know what I mean? It can be used practically. Trust it. I do it in my life. That's why I'm sharing it with you. It's not to fucking kill time. I keep saying that today because it's the truth. I use this shit in my real life. Works out fine. Cheers to you. Let's begin our tarot reading. Let's go. Let's do it, Virgo. Venus is moving into your sign this week. Are you ready for love? Yes, Jeff, I am. Your angel numbers this week are 4, 5, 4. Pay attention to those, because it's all about changes. Turn and face the strange. Embrace change and take courageous steps to unlock opportunities for personal growth. Yeah, personal growth and spiritual transformation. I got ahead of myself there. Time may change me, but I can't change time. Dum 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 dum. Oh, the thin white duke. So, embrace change. Be courageous. Be you. Be loud. Okay, so let's get a message from our guardian angels and see what they have for you, Virgo. Daddy's spool is starting to unwind. Usually this happens later in the game, you know, around Aquarius and Pisces, but nope, it's happening at Virgo. So the next 6 signs are really gonna get a treat. So let's get our message. Ooh, the Two of Air with indecision, avoidance, and some confusion. And we do not like that winter scene. Ugh. Ugh, that almost feels like it was here yesterday, you know? I want you to pay attention to the blue here, too. It kind of matches different shades, but still. So that's thoughts, communication. Again, this is very heady energy. Virgo, let's pay attention to that. And let's see what your guardian angels have to say. So Virgo, it's time to make a decision. Procrastination is seriously hindering your progress. You may feel a lack of confidence in your decision making, or you may be stalling because you'd rather someone else make this decision for you. It's possible you're thinking about the situation way too much, or perhaps you're pretending it doesn't exist at all. You have unlimited angels available at your call if only you will ask for their guidance. They're just staring at their watch. Give them something to fucking do, you know? Ask your angels for a sign. Again, speak to them. Deep down, you know what to do. It's just a matter of gathering your willpower and taking action. This is not merely an intellectual decision, but also a choice that requires input from your heart. If you're suppressing your emotions, and this is a big theme for this new moon, request that your guardian angels assist you in getting in touch with your feelings, or ask a dear friend to help you sort them out. But a decision and a change has to be made. Wow. Wow. So two paths diverge in a wooded glade. Which one do you choose? Yeah, all of a sudden I just got really goofy. I mean, really goofy. That's all right. We're still getting the message. Don't think that because I'm goofing around that we're not getting the message still. I mean, this is just me coping with endless hours in the studio to produce your material. Aha! Close-minded. Unwilling to consider other perspectives or entertain new ideas. So be more open. Be receptive. So the reason why you can't make this decision is because you're probably afraid of change and refuse to. God damn. All right, Virgo. It's all right. I think Venus moving into your sign kind of puts a more practical edge to this. So be aware of that, okay? Let's get two more messages for, there they are, boom. And it's all about transformation. And I want you to pay attention to the two twigs there. So it's like two paths. Again, whatever decision this is going to transform you. And it's going to be for the best, okay? Yeah, so you're protected. Protect your interests also. I don't want you to share whatever you're doing next with a lot of people. I want you to keep your cards close to your chest. I don't know why I'm being told to say that, but this is how the game is played. And focus on wealth. So wealth could be coming in. So this decision could be, also making some money for you. Interesting. This could be something you've been really dreaming and hoping for, but being closed-minded is not helping you at all. It's time to transform it. Okay? All right, let's get the meat of the reading. Is that it? Yes. Wow. Okay. Whew. Yeah. King of Swords makes the decision. King of Swords communicates effectively. The King of Swords also is very mature. He's paid his dues. He trusts his gut. He trusts his logic, but he also sees the game and how to play it. And he's 5 moves ahead. And that's what you need to do, to have some foresight in this instead of nearsightedness, okay? The Knight of Cups is saying it's your move. So take some action, especially with some kind of emotional release that you need to have also, okay? And then we have 8 of Pentacles, learning something new. We're not doing this the same way. Virgo. I know that you like familiarity. It also makes you feel that you're in control, but let me tell you something and be totally honest with you. You're not in control of shit. You never were. It's an illusion. And as soon as you release that, you'll feel so much freer. I mean, it's the truth. You think that would make your spool unwind, but that's not true. Okay, let's get some oracles. Wow. Wow, it's your move again, and it seems like we're playing chess here. Wow. Yeah, deception and envy. So what's going on with that? Again, that adds to the closed-mindedness here. The mental conflict is strong in this one, and we need to release that. This is the crux of it all, okay? And new beginnings. This change is bringing new beginnings. Don't be foolish to pass this up. This is big energy for you, Virgo. Big energy. But something is really making you short circuit here. I'm looking at, for some reason, I keep focusing on Venus moving into your sign. I think that adds a little bit more value to what's going on here. You know, maybe sweetens the deal. Maybe some money coming your way. Especially because the wealth card is out. Yeah, the Seven of Swords. Deception, especially when it comes to relationships, something like that. Do not be deceived. Let down your walls. You're resilient. You got this. You're like, why? You got this. The Six of Pentacles. You deserve reciprocating balanced energy, and you need to get rid of the ones that don't. And I think maybe this is the indecision you're having. So enjoy sitting in your bullshit. Or you can have this, the Ten of Cups. I feel the indecision. You know what I mean? It's time to transform that. I make great decisions. I can do this. Whatever step I take courageously. I embrace change. I'm doing it. Let's do it. I get rid of relationships that fuck with me. I get rid of thought patterns that fuck with me. I open myself up to a lot more than I've allowed myself, and on and on and on. Wow. Rewind that and listen to those. Say those. Say them with conviction. You just don't say them. You say them with convictions. You mean that shit. You know? Wow. The fun time really ended quick there, didn't it? Okay. All right, obsession. This could be part of this too. Someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. I said that silently. Do you understand what I said? Okay. And marriage. Well, this relationship is moving toward a sacred union. Yeah. It could with the Ten of Cups, but, you know, this is going to take a lot of change for you. Maybe that's the other thing. I don't think he's the marrying kind. I don't think we're in that kind of relationship. You know what I mean? It's closed, negative thinking, blindfolds. Take the blindfold off. Neptune in retrograde is telling you, take the blindfold off. See it for what it is. Don't deceive yourself. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Just had to adjust myself on my seat. Okay, so let's get what's the vibe. Goof. All right. I'm telling you, I'll just crack myself up. All right. Recharge. Yes. Breathe. Let go. Clear your mind. Because that's what's going on here. And when you do, this is all about a glow up with new opportunities, new career, successful business. That's what you focus on. I allow this glow up into my life. If you're not seeing the glow up, if you're not seeing the marriage, if you're not seeing the partner, if you're not seeing the money coming into your life, it's because your perception is flawed on those issues. And it's time to change. 'Cause when it's time to change, you got to rearrange. Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na. Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na. All right, wow, look at this. Look at this. No fucking around, Virgo. Look at this. Your closing message is choice. I love my job. You're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path you're going to take. How? Listen to your intuition. That's number one. Number two, eliminate everyone else's input because they don't know shit. And three, feel your way into the choice that is right for you. The time is now. That sums this all up. Virgo, you can't deny the messages being played here. Even though we're goofing off and having a good time, the message still rings true. It started with a choice and it ends with a choice. Make the choice. All right, Virgo, that is going to do it for this reading. Whew. You know what? I'm going to tell you what. This is probably one of the best ones because they connect. They connect. It starts with a choice and ends with a choice. Beautiful. Virgo, pay attention. I love you all. Download your free new moon guide because I think you're going to need it. And yeah, welcome Venus into your sign. Allow the love to flow. Feel good. Look in the mirror and go, God damn, am I a fucking beautiful Virgo? You know what I mean? Telling you, it'll do you wonders. All right. Congratulations in advance on that raise or that new job. All right, I love you all. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Libra, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot Reading, and this is going to be for July 8th all the way to July 14th. So welcome, Libra. Hope you are on your way to a fantastic week, and I hope that you watched the cosmic weather at the beginning of the video where we talk about all the energy that's going on, and there's quite a bit of it. Of course, July is just jam-packed with some fireworks, baby. And we're probably still recuperating from the weekend, and that's okay. It's a perfect time to do it. Again, check out the cosmic weather. All right, let's get to the tarot table. Welcome, Libra. Let's get your angel numbers to begin this reading. So, Mercury's retrograde. We're in full cycle of that. That's also in Cancer, and this new moon on the 14th is in Cancer. So this is about revisiting some old feelings, some old relationships. Do we need to? Well, that will only show if it comes back up. You know what I mean? But let's not go there if we don't have to. But what this is, you know, kind of reassessing how we feel about things. You know, and I've been telling everybody that, you know, this is a time to let people know communication is key right now. I know that Mercury is retrograde and that makes us slow down some, you know, revise. Are we telling the people that we love them? That's such a big thing right now. And this is all taking place in your 10th house of how you present yourself to the world. And you're getting an opportunity to do that with either a new job, a new career path, maybe thinking about doing something else. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? So your angel numbers are 232, and it's trust. Trust in yourself and the universe, Libra. Have faith in the divine plan and trust that everything is unfolding as it should. So this is emphasizing that 10th house new moon, where you know that everything, as long as you hold on to that faith, everything is working as it should. Let's get a message from our guardian angels. Wow, that's intense right there. That's intense. So let's see what our guardian angels have to say. What is the message for Libra? Make sure you go ahead and download your free new moon guide. That is available now. The link is in the description. I'm going to be adding those companions to all the lunations from now on. I love doing that. Okay, so we have the Knight of Air. Oof, that's chilly. Although it's very humid here. That actually looks like a relief, but I'm not falling for it. I want you to pay attention to this moon. That is the moon that I was talking about in the cosmic weather. This is when you start to put your intentions out for your new moon. Not when it's completely dark. Don't forget the new moon, there's no light. We go within, we reflect, okay? But the Knight of Air shows intellectual, determined, motivated. This is taking action. Of all the knights, the Knight of Air is boogieing to whatever goal it's moving towards, okay? So let's go ahead and read up on that. So life is going to be moving a lot faster for you, Libra, and events may have seemed to be on hold now suddenly come into focus and require your attention. There may be a little bit of stress as you adapt to the new timelines, but it will feel better than the previous lack of action. No more sitting around and waiting. It's time to get things done. Look for creative solutions to challenges, and you'll see excellent results. Although you need to move quickly, don't forget to review the details carefully because of Mercury Retrograde. All right, so make the moves, but make sure you are checking those out. You are dotting your I's and crossing your T's. No miscommunications of any kinds, okay? And then move forward boldly, okay? So very good, very good. Let's get our shadow work for this week. What is our shadow work? Angels, guides, and spirits. I don't like to say spirits. Addiction. Compulsive need despite negative consequences. Get support and therapy. Healing, liberating yourself from this, and support. So this could be like you're finding out that the reason why the compulsion, even though you know it's not right, you've got to work on that. Maybe the compulsion again to drive to keep doing things when you're told to just kind of chill. See what I'm saying? Maybe you're dealing with an addiction. Don't deal with this alone. There's support out there for you, okay? And sending you lots of healing. But maybe you're dealing with someone that's dealing with an addiction. It's not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing. But addiction can come in many different forms, all right? Maybe you're addicted to success. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it comes at a price, you know? You let go of everything else for the pursuit of it. A message could be coming in too, and Knight of Swords also brings in a message. Fear, that could be holding you back right now, and you need to move away from that. Sleep, you may have been working too much, and maybe you're having a hard time kind of letting that go. Maybe you're addicted to working. I gotta work more. And there's an imbalance there. So pay attention to this, okay? All right, let's get the meat of our reading. Let's do it. Maybe it's time to get some good sleep. You know? Like I've been reading about that old sleep method that they used to do where you slept for 4 hours, woke up for 2, and then slept for another 4. And I'm thinking, you know, I've been thinking about that a lot lately. Like, do we really need 8 hours sleep? You know, that was invented by the Rockefellers and all of that shit. And, you know, went down that rabbit hole, and I'm thinking, you know, I believe that was practice. That was how humans slept up until I think the 1800s. But they also lived to a ripe age of 23. So, you know, until I find some more information on it, I'm gonna put that on the back burner. But I read that yesterday, and I'm thinking maybe that's what I should do: is sleep 4, work 2. You know, maybe that's what I could do is. Do my readings during that time, because that's where they say that during that 2-hour period, you know, like 3 or 4 in the morning is when all the best plays were written. Shakespeare wrote all his plays in the middle of the night. Mozart, all these artists, all of this. So I'm looking into it. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. Okay, of course. But again, that sleep thing made me think about that. Now look at this. Look at this. 2 aces in the hole. Let's talk about the obvious here. The Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Fucking beautiful. So offers, messages coming in. The 3 of Cups is nothing but celebration. So holy shit. This can be coming from an offer from a friend or something like that. New beginnings, self-love, taking care of this, the addiction, the fear. You could be addicted to fear. This is a great reading. Pay attention to the message here. Either a message is being delivered to you or you delivering it. I'm telling you. All right. Wow. Look at truth. Of course, Libra. There's your card right there. The truth. The truth shall set you free. Jesus. And the 3 of Cups. Again, another 3. Celebration. Rejoice. 3s are in the numbers here too. Wow. Let's get our relationships. New beginnings in relationships, new job offer. Maybe finally finding that the offer comes in. I'm telling you. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Whew. The 3 of Cups again. So, friends of that, that is important. Strength. There's strength in this. Wow. And you deserve more. So again, maybe you're opening up to opportunities with friends, partnerships, or anything like that. That's beautiful energy. Holy shit. Man, and I thought Virgo's reading was pretty damn good. This takes the cake, guys. This takes the cake. Okay. Warning. Don't dismiss the red flags here. And I think it's fear, addicted to fear. That's the only red flag that's up right now. You got to be truthful with yourself. You know what I mean? But this looks too good. 3, and also I got to put this on the board. I almost overlooked that. We're putting 333 on the board. Growth, creativity, and divine support. That's the big one. You've got the divine support, so do it. Okay? Follow your intuition. You already know the answers you seek. You already got this. So rejoice in celebration. All right, let's get what's the vibe. Libra, let go of the fear. And this also support is huge because the 3 of Cups is your support. I mean, it's crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. Apology, arrogant, rash actions, and being insincere. I think somebody is coming around and saying, listen, you know what? Let's bygones be bygones. Let's bury the hatchet, not in each other's head. But, I don't even know where that saying came from. We should Google that. And today, this is all that matters. Stay in the moment. Now is all that matters. Good vibes. Again, the celebrating, feeling good. Your ruler is moving into Virgo. It's making things a little bit more practical, a little bit more down to earth. Your vision is starting to materialize. I'm telling you right now. All right, let's get a closing message for you. This is one of the best readings. I know I said that in Virgo's reading. I got to tell you guys, this is great. This is great. Pay attention to 333, 232. Those numbers. Wow. Let's see, what else? What's the closing message for Libra? And it's give. Libra, one of the best feelings we can experience is giving to others. When we do so, we feel lifted up and our lives improve greatly because of someone else's happiness. Think of one way you can give to another today, and that is also including yourself. Libra, that was a very positive and powerful reading, and I hope you agree. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Download your free new moon guide for this new moon. It is free. And yeah, join the Vibe Tribe, $4.99 right now. It's one tier. I'm going to offer two other ones. And these are, well, the memberships are going to give you something that you don't get here. I put a lot of material out for free, and I don't have a problem doing it. That's what I do. However, I want to be able to grow with the channel, and I want to be able to do new things. And some things you just gotta, well, they got a value on them. It's not like the free things doesn't have value, but we're growing here at the channel, and memberships is the way to go. So jump on that bandwagon now, because like I just posted a video today, July 7th at 7 p.m., 777, for July's energy, only for members only. And there's going to be a lot of content coming from members only. So jump on that now before the prices jump up. Okay, so Libra, have a beautiful week. Slow down, take some time, let go. Just let things flow and celebrate. All right, Libra, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Scorpio, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot Reading, and this is going to be for July 8th to July 14th. So welcome, Scorpio. Hope you're doing well, faring with this energy and getting through it. Of course, transformation is what you're all about. So shout it to the rooftops, y'all. All right. If you didn't check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of this video, make sure you do. That's where we talk about all the energies in astrology happening this week, and it's no exception. So let's go to the tarot table and begin. Scorpio, this is going to be a very spiritual kind of new moon for you. An emotional release of some sort, which changes your beliefs, which kind of enlightens you in some way. Maybe you get serious about your spirituality. We should. It goes hand in hand. It's the trifecta of our soul. So it could be doing some traveling too. You might just need a good goddamn vacation, and this is a good time to start either planning it or making it happen. So let's get our angel numbers and see. And don't forget, Mercury is retrograde right now. It's going to be retrograde, I think, for another week. So just be aware of that. So make sure that, you know, our I's are dotted, T's are crossed, those kind of things. And your angel numbers for this week are 333. And it's all about expansion. Trust in your abilities and embrace opportunities for growth and expansion. Now, it's funny because here is right on top of the cards, 333. So you are being divinely supported. There's growth in them hills. Again, expanding your mind, all ninth house issues, very good. This could be a very good month that's starting out for you. With this new moon, releasing some emotions and then getting really involved in what you do. And it pays off so well. So let's go ahead and get a message from your guardian angels and see how the message continues for you, Scorpio. So I'm so glad you're here. Don't forget, you can download your free new moon guide. That's available now. The link is in the description. I'm going to be doing that from now on for all the lunations, so get used to it. I love doing it. I love doing it. I've always wanted to, because this is kind of helping me develop a class too, an ongoing class for people that love astrology and moon phases and all of that, and I'm developing one. I've always wanted to. I had one years ago called Psychologic, Psychologic, and I might bring it back. I don't know. Psychologic, yeah, like Psychologic. But can we just have one message for Scorpio, please? Thank you. There it is. Thank you. And it's the Hermit with number 9. With introspection, self-discovery, and mentorship. And where is that new moon happening? In your 9th house. And what is that I see? A new moon right there. Pay attention. You can't make this shit up, folks. Seek, and ye shall find, Scorpio. Ask your guardian angels for someone who can provide you with wise counsel and loving guidance, and you will discover a wonderful mentor or spiritual teacher. Or perhaps it is time for you to step out into the open as a teacher with many spiritual gifts. Do not underestimate the brightness of the light you have to offer others. If you are currently on a quest for peace and enlightenment, do your seeking within. Meditation or time spent in nature can provide great insight. Scorpio, this is all about this new moon for you. You're going to be most rewarded with time spent in solitude. Okay, so a lot of us can't really tolerate that, but it is necessary for self-discovery. You know, excellent advice that you should follow also comes with this card, and taking a break from hectic life. Just, again, the vacation. There's growth and expansion in that. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's continue with our shadow work cards. What do we have for Scorpio for our shadow work? Again, they're dumping 2. But there's one. And it's hidden desires. Your deepest desires hold the seed of your potential. So this is about longing, passion, and being fulfilled. So maybe there's something here hidden that's inside that needs to come out, that needs to expand. Trust your abilities. Again, it's your abilities. There's something going on here, Scorpio. There's something magical going on here. Okay? Wow. Let's get the Earthbound Oracles. Let's get 3 of those. Thank you. There's 1. And we've got Luna. That's the moon. Okay, 1 more, please. There we go. All right. So we have endings with death, which mean new beginnings. You could be dealing with that. Maybe that's why you're going within. You know what I mean? You see the moon rising above that. The moon is, the emotions are very evident here with the lunar energy. There's the moon in 3 of these cards right here. Okay? And the earth. Get outside and ground. Get outside and just do some things outside. It's an end to some of you being alone. For you to come out now, you know? Come out wherever you are. It could be an end to this emotional roller coaster you've been on. You know what I'm saying? It's time to release emotions that no longer serve you. So let's get to the meat of our reading. Is that it? Yes. The Knight of Cups is saying it's your move. Okay? Let's see what else we have. We got a lot to say here. Lot to say. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Don't turn your back. Don't be tempted to turn your back on an opportunity here. Again, it's your move. There's an opportunity here. You're just not paying attention to it at the moment. I understand that, but Knight of Swords is communication, moving towards things. This is getting things done. You know what I mean? I love this energy. The 4 of Wands is home, focusing on home. You could be moving towards a home. You could be, again, going on vacation, maybe something like that, but things come into harmony. 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment, and the 10 of Pentacles is beautiful. That's feeling secure and stable. Your legacy, all of that. You're really contemplating all these different moves, and it's time to make a move also. Okay, Scorpio, that's a lot right there. But this is beautiful energy. And it's telling you, don't be tempted. There's an opportunity that comes through this. But feet on the ground. Venus moves into Virgo. That, it gives us a more practical approach on things. Okay? Let's get, well, at least it should. But again, this is all your move. Knights are taking action. You can't sit idle. You gotta take action. Okay? Yeah. Okay, wow. Heartache and loss. Could be dealing with that. Don't be tempted to stick in it, okay? Choose wisely. That's going to be right here. The Seven of Cups. Start moving out of this. Mental conflict. Yes. That can create all this. And the Four of Cups is out again with discontent and boredom. Don't you turn your back on an opportunity here. Pay attention to 444. We got our numbers out. We got 333. And now we have 444. Let's put 333 on the board and let's put 444. Protection and stability. So you don't have to worry about this. The mental conflict gets quelled. This is a very complicated reading right here. Of course, it's Scorpio, you know. But again, this energy can be transformed. What do we have for relationships? The Four of Cups is out again. Again, the saying is, do not turn your back on an opportunity here, especially when it comes to releasing deception in relationships and all of that. The Page of Cups and the King of Cups, there's an opportunity coming in to kind of release these emotions. You're coming out of the storm. Calm your storm. Again, there's an emotional overload, and it needs to be dealt with. Okay? Especially when it comes to relationships. And I had no reason to cough, but so that means communicate also. Let's get messages of love. Okay. And we have this apology. You can expect the apology you want to hear. Or maybe you need to give the apology that other person needs to hear. But there's, again, I coughed. Communication, definitely important. Let's get, what's the vibe? Whew. This is a little heavy, but 4 of Cups out 3 times in 3 different decks. What the fuck? Do not turn your back on an opportunity here. You're sitting in the wrong kind of energy. And it's time for you to understand that. And to move from it, to transform it. Exactly what you're supposed to do, Scorpio. Instead of sitting in it. All right. Do we have one more? No, this is it. Okay. Psychopath. Abusive, conniving, unpredictable. What's this energy going on here? Is this the energy? I think this is almost, and it's not so much extreme, psychopath, but it kind of gives that energy of, don't turn your back on an opportunity to release all this. There's so much emotional weight on this that I almost feel like it's a sponge that just needs to be wringed out because it's just saturated. You can't even hold it. It's like, it's just, all it needs is just to be squeezed out. And then the sponge is wide open. It's, you can breathe. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what you need to do. Let's do a closing message for you. Because this was pretty intense. But again, pay attention. Okay. Closing message for you, Scorpio, is presence. You're being asked to spend more time in the present moment, to stop ruminating about the past or longing for the future. Your life is fucking happening right now. And if you're not present for it, you miss all of its beauty. And that is exactly what we were talking about. Don't turn your back on an opportunity here to learn something from all of this, to let it motivate you. There's an opportunity, but you're too busy in this, whatever this is, and it's time to let it go. And you can do that with a lot of rest and reflection. Mercury Retrograde is kind of having you take the reins in on that, so be aware. All right, Scorpio? Okay, that is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, New Moon Guide available now for download. It's fucking free. And join the Vibe Tribe, $4.99. We're getting exclusive content only for members, and I've just launched that on today, July 7th at 7 p.m. Only members are getting readings. Well, some of these readings, because that's what I'm going to do. Memberships drive. The channel is changing here. We're so close to 10,000 subscribers. And when we do that, this thing's launching, baby. And I'm getting ready for it. So I'm getting ahead of the curve instead of being behind it. We're on it. You know what I mean? So join now. History in the making, I'm telling you. All right, everybody. I love you so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Sagittarius, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot Reading, and this is going to be for July 8th all the way to July 14th. So welcome. I hope you are on your way to a fantastic week. And how's that Jupiter energy treating you now that it's in a fellow fire sign? I hope it's feeling good. I hope it's motivating you. I hope you're understanding that this is growth. So understand that, and you should be taking advantage of it in some way, shape, or form. If you didn't check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of the video, make sure you do. That's where we talk about all the astrology and the energy available to us this week, and it is no exception. So don't forget, the new moon guide is available for download, and it is free. So go ahead and download that companion to this new moon happening on the 14th. So let's go to the tarot table and begin. Let's start with our angel numbers. Okay, so this is good energy. I already feel a good vibe coming on here. Okay, so your angel numbers this week are 5, 6, 7, and it's all about evolution. You're evolving spiritually and emotionally, moving towards greater wisdom and understanding. Good, I like that for you. This is part of evolution, and you have to understand that we're always evolving as people. And sometimes, Sag, you can get stuck. And instead of evolving, we kind of everyone passes us by, Sagittarius. And you have to understand that you're moving towards understanding the game of life much better than ever before. And it's helping you emotionally release. Mercury is retrograde right now, so it's in Cancer. The new moon is in Cancer, so again, there is a focus on some kind of emotional release of some sort. And it's asking us to review this so we can move forward, okay? So be aware of that, Sag. And this new moon is happening in your 8th house of healing. So there it is, And we've got the 9 of Wands with protection, preparedness, and being resilient. That puts up some protection. Walls, boundaries, not walls. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Let's see what this has to say for your message. Sagittarius, you're created many wonderful and amazing things. There are relationships you treasure and accomplishments that you are proud of, as well as the place you call home. It's only natural to want to protect them. Rest assured that you are always being lovingly watched over by your guardian angels. If you have any worries, you can always ask Archangel Michael for protection. You are completely safe. This card can also indicate causes that mean a great deal to you. Examples include animal activism, charities that protect children or battered spouses, environmentalism, and curing major diseases. Anything you feel passionate about. If you feel strongly about a cause, take it as a clue from the angels directing you to where you should lend your energy. Okay? Again, don't keep up this wall of defense. It keeps everything out. So your guardian angels are saying, let down your walls. You can make yourself vulnerable. You're still resilient. You got this. You know what I mean? So let's get your shadow work. I know you put this wall up for protection, but it's also keeping out things that you need to, move forward in your evolution. Remember what I was saying, that you can, your goal is to evolve, but you sometimes dig your heels in. Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Close-minded, there it is right there. Unwilling to consider other perspectives or entertain new ideas. basically what this is saying is be more open, be receptive to different ways of thinking instead of putting up that wall of defense. You know what I'm saying? You can't make this shit up. It's part of your evolution. So let's see, we got one. Let's get one more. Let's get one more for Sagittarius. There it is. Okay. What are our little messages today? I knew Illuminate was going to come out. Okay. Toxic. There are some ways of thinking, some people that are toxic in your life. I want you to get rid of that. Illuminate. New ideas. Keep your third eye open. Get some new ideas. Be receptive. And self. Keep an eye on yourself also. Work on emotion, that kind of thing. Release the toxicity that exists. The closed-mindedness. You see where this is all going? Very interesting. Let's get your reading. Yeah, that definitely wants to come out. Anything else for Sagittarius? Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay, so basically what this is you're the magician of your life. What are you creating? How are you evolving? How are you doing all of this? Are you doing it well? I love this. The Seven of Wands is put up barriers, put up boundaries, and stand your ground. You got this. So you could be going through some shit right now, but don't put up your walls of protection. Put up boundaries instead. Boundaries allow energy to flow, but only the kind that you allow, that you desire. All right? The King of Cups is showing us keep your emotions out of it. Release your emotions. You got something to say to somebody too. But you can work this out. Keep your emotions out of it. Calm your emotions down. Go release them if you have to. The Nine of Pentacles is saying that you deserve so much better, and gratitude goes a long way this week. Okay? Six of Wands is just focusing on success, and it will be successful. But your closed-mindedness is kind of keeping that at bay. So be aware of that. All right? But great energy, very positive. It's just calling you out on some shit. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you want these readings to do. You just don't want fluff, you know? And I'm the last person to deliver that. I'm going to tell it like it is. That's what makes me so popular. You know? So just be aware of that. All right, let's get some oracles. I would never steer you wrong. Okay, yeah. The temptation is there. I'm going to put up my walls of defense. Nope, I don't like this way of thinking. It's not, you know, no. Hope. Have hope. This is the Star card. Close your eyes. Make a wish. Trust the universe. Okay? Because it's working in your favor. You just can't see it. And that is why you need to put some illumination on it and understand that it's all part of the plan. Let's look at relationships. Interesting. Ooh, yeah. All right, so we've got the Hangman. Perfect. Stuck in a perspective. Don't be tempted. The temptation here is to keep the walls up. That's what this whole thing is, and it's time to let them down. The Ten of Pentacles, beautiful. Stable relationships, you deserve that. You're safe. And the World, completing a cycle here. Could be dealing with a fixed sign, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius. So maybe this is all about this relationship you're in. You know, maybe you're just feeling stuck. That's because you've put yourself in a nice little, built your nice little walls around you, and now nothing's coming in. You're like, what? Okay, messages of love are this. Healing old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. This is probably the crux of everything. That's when that wall came right up. It's time to let that down. Again, Sag, this is happening in your 8th house of healing. Regret. Someone feels remorse for the way that they treated you. So allow them that grace, and release. It's so important that you release. That could be making, again, that's another brick in the wall. All right? Let's get, what's the vibe? And see what else we have. Okay. Yeah, this could be definitely. Yeah, okay, I understand. Suffering in silence. Unspoken desires, real feelings, and broken dreams. This is what we need to work on. This is what needs healing. Okay? Also, family. That's what needs healing also. Blood ties and inner circle. Just not your blood family, but, your extended family too. That needs healing. Things need to come full circle, and you need to allow that grace into your life, okay? So let's get a closing message for you. There it is. Flipping and sliding. And it's break free. You're being asked to break free from the tribe in order to live your authentic life. Wow. This isn't easy, but it's necessary if you're going to share your true self with others. Be brave, be real, be you, and trust that those who love you will always be there for you. Big message here. Break the chains that bind you and set yourself free from a lot of childhood stuff here. This can make good progress for you, and it's all happening in your healing house. This is not a coincidence. So allow that to come into your life, okay? So that is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, the new moon guide is now available for you to download. That's free, of course. And join the Vibe Tribe. The Vibe Tribe is $4.99 here on YouTube. And when you join that, you get exclusive content. And you're going to get a lot more of it. Probably every week. I've asked Spirit to just kind of guide me on what I'm going to do with these memberships. And this is what I've seen. I've seen myself doing something in the yard, or maybe I'm at the shop, and it says, go ahead and record a video and make it members only. That's what I'm doing. That's what happened yesterday. On Monday, I was reading, and Spirit came in and said, you're recording a reading for July for members only. So after you're done with your walk, get into your studio and record it. It's a 35-minute reading. It's just like a one-on-one. You'll want to check this out. And that's more coming. Members only exclusive content. So much. Okay? All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Happy new moon, and I will see you soon. Capricorn, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading, and this is going to be for July 8th all the way to July 14th. So welcome, Capricorn. Capricorn, I hope you're doing great. Let's get ready to kind of rest and kind of really work on gratitude. Say thank you a lot this week. Slow down a little bit. This new moon is happening in your 7th house of relationships. So those are going to become very important, and it's an excellent time to release any emotional issues or anything like that at this time. If you didn't check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of this reading, make sure you do. That's where we go over all of this. And you can also download the new moon in Cancer guide for you. It's free. I'm always going to be adding these to the new and full moons. I think they're very important. And it's building a library and also inspiring me to go on course with my moon phase ongoing class that I want to do. So let's do it. All right. Okay. Yeah, Mercury Retrograde, just fucking everything up. Let's go to the tarot table and begin. But yeah, 25 minutes I went on that cosmic weather, and there were some pretty insightful things in there that I shared with you for this. So I want you to really check that out. All right, so let's go ahead and, ooh, whoa, hey, whoa. Let's get our numbers. Our angel numbers are 222, with balance. Perfect. Maintain harmony and balance in your life to manifest your desires. That's the only way it's going to work. Is that if you believe that abundance is all around you, prosperity is all around you, harmony is your way of life, then you will experience that. Let's get a message from our guardian angels. So how do we maintain harmony and balance in our life? That's all we put our focus on. If we put our focus on imbalance, we experience more of it, and vice versa. So let's see what your guardian angels have to say. Let's see. What do we have? Yeah, I felt like these needed another stack. I don't... Yeah. There we go. Okay. Oh, for love of... Yeah, I don't know. These cards are being weird. Are you being weird, Capricorn? Take a deep breath. And release. There we go. And there it is. Thank you. Okay, so it wasn't me. I was like, what the hell? And this is the Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful energy here. Abundance, opportunity, and resources. Look at that kid is just happy as a pig in shit. You know? He's eager and ready. Let's go ahead and read up on it, shall we? The Ace of Earth. Capricorn, this is the beginning of a wonderful new endeavor. A windfall of resources comes your way to help you get things off to a fantastic start. This is a good time to launch a venture, change careers, or even go into business for yourself. Be open to new acquaintances or even old friends who can introduce you to helpful people or provide insights regarding how to get things done successfully. This card may refer to resources that are not limited to money, but could also be gifts of time, wisdom, or material goods from others. Making sound, long-term investments is also indicated for this card. You may want to set aside money for the purchase of a home, further education, or retirement. Wow. So there's an opportunity here available to you. Open up to the abundance. Pay attention to butterflies and feathers. That will give you some more insight into where you're being led. And this opportunity, this energy also comes in when we are grateful. Thank you for my balanced life. Thank you for the harmony that I experience in all my relationships. Okay? So, your shadow work is arrogance. Not seeing flaws hinders your growth. No limits to learn and improve. This is, getting some humility, being aware that you could be going down that arrogant kind of road, and it's all about growth. So don't be arrogant about things, or the opportunity passes you by. That's a big one right there. How can you navigate that stormy waters, Arrogance is a defense. Achievement, look at that's you right there at the mountaintop. Creativity and sleep. Okay. I want you to just keep focusing on achievement. There's much to be learned here. Solid ground. Very, very earthy energy. Creativity, let your creativity shine through. There may be creative solutions to come up with all of this. No problem there. And some sleep. Some things need to be put to rest. And you need some sleep too. You just need to put things down. You know what I mean? All right, so let's get the main message for you for this reading. Let's see, what do we have for Capricorn? Have faith. Have faith that things will work out. Jesus. Man, these cards are erratic. What's going on with you? I'm not feeling balanced, that's for sure. So I don't know what the fuck is going on here. All right. Yeah, Seven of Swords. deceptive energy. Okay, so I could be feeling that. Again, the arrogance. Maybe you're deceiving somebody, something of that nature. Queen of Swords cuts all cords, speaks her truth. Absolutely. Kind of quells that deceptive energy, shuts it down. And just having faith that everything's going to turn out. And then when we have the Four of Wands, which is harmony. This is what we want. This is what it's all about. Maintaining harmony and balance in your life by having faith, by speaking your truth, and not letting your intrusive thoughts deceive you, which makes you arrogant, makes you defensive. You know what I'm saying? Not good. That totally knocks things out of harmony. And just because you're probably just being a bitch because you need some sleep. You know? So allow yourself that, for God's sake, instead of making everybody suffer. I just had to throw that in there. All right. Let's get some more oracles for you. There it is. Okay. All right. Yeah, look at the Seven of Swords is out again. Deception and envy. Cut that shit out. Really, that's appalling to me. Not even going there. The Empress. Empower yourself instead of letting your thoughts deceive you. Again, I'm not even going there. That's just bullshit energy. And if you're in that energy, you deserve everything you don't get. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's exactly what that is. So I don't know if you're being deceitful or somebody else is, but you better get a handle on that shit. You know what I mean? I think it's you saying, "Oh, I'm good." Yeah, drama. So we got some drama going on. There's no doubt about that. And you got choices to make. They can be very confusing. This deception, this drama, whatever's going on here. Let it go. Queen of Swords, out again. Speaks my truth. I'm out the door, bitch. You know what I mean? Not putting up with this. You have to know what you want. That doesn't make you arrogant. You know? Okay, chemistry. The attraction you feel is mutual. Okay. Two Queens of Swords there, yeah, absolutely. Two outspoken people that speak their truth, yeah. Know where they're going and make sure they tell you all the time. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get what's the vibe. And see what we have here. So be careful of this deception and envy. Some people could just not like you shining. You know what I mean? So be aware of that and get rid of that shit. Masculine energy, authority, discipline, and father figure. Okay. And this is all about relationships. So maybe there's some daddy issues that need to be dealt with. Again, I hear some Capricorns going, "I'm fine." No, you're fucking not. All right, let's get a closing message for you. What if I told you that dealing with your daddy issues, on the other side of that is fucking success? You'd take care of it quick. You know what I mean? Be aware of that. Pause. You know, again, not doing the whole down with the patriarchy. Fuck that bullshit. You got daddy issues. Okay, I said what I said. I have spoken. All right, pause. Capricorn, you're being asked to pause before making a quick decision and moving forward. It is Mercury retrograde. Pay attention to that message. Allow yourself to step back, look at all the possible outcomes, and make sure you're heading in the right direction before moving forward. Because if you don't, boom skis. Oh shit skis. And then you're blaming it on the patriarchy. No. It's you. One of the biggest realizations you can make in life, Capricorn, is that all the fucking problems that have been caused are caused by you. You're the obstacle in the way. I know it's a punch to the gut, but when you really look at the truth for what it is, it'll set you free. Okay, Capricorn? I love you all. Pay attention to the message. Pause. Take some time. Be masterful at this. Don't be deceitful like you gotta act quick. You can take your time, all right? So, don't forget, that's going to do it for this midweek reset. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. The new moon guide is available for you to download, and it's free, so take advantage of that. And work on your relationships, especially the ones with your daddy, and any males in your life, because it's not their fault. All right. And yeah, join the Vibe Tribe, because now they're getting exclusive content. I dropped that today, July 7th at 7 p.m., 777, and other people are not getting it. So join the Vibe Tribe. It helps with the channel, and I'm about to throw a lot more members-only content on there. And I'm not fucking around, because we're almost at 10,000 subscribers, and this changes the game for me. It really does. When I hit that milestone, I'm getting ahead of the curve, because in my mind, I've already hit it. But members only, that's where it's going to be at. So jump on that bandwagon. You will not be sorry. All right, Capricorn, work on your issues. I love you so much, and I will see you soon. Aquarius, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading, and this is going to be for July 8th all the way to July 14th. So welcome, Aquarius. Hope you are on your way to a fantastic week. And if you didn't check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of the video, make sure you do, because we go over the astrology and the energy for this week, and it is big. Mercury retrograde, Neptune retrograde, Venus moving into Virgo, and the new moon. Lots of things to discuss, so go check that out. Plus a lot of insight. It's a 25-minute intro. I like doing that. Because I don't have to repeat myself in your reading, so we can get right to the reading. So with that being said, don't forget, the new moon guide is available now. Go ahead and download that so you can get ahead of the curve. All right, again, I do this for you. Let's get to the reading. Let's start with our angel numbers. Did I mention that I love doing what I do? I do. I really fucking do. And your numbers are 432. And it's all about grounding. Perfect time to do it. Aquarius, you're reminded of the importance of staying grounded and centered amidst life's ups and downs. Connect with your inner self and stability, finding peace and balance within your life. You are an air sign. You are an electric sign. And sometimes that energy, not sometimes, all the time, this energy, Aquarius, needs to discharge. And you need to get outside and ground. This new moon is happening in your 6th house of daily routines and habits. How are your emotions during the day? How are they serving you? What can you release that doesn't? These are the big questions for you to ask yourself on a new moon like this. And not only that, but when it's affecting your 6th house, this is absolutely trimming the fat out of your daily routine to make it more positive, more productive, in a way that makes sense to you, okay? So let's get a message from our guardian angels. From the guardian angel deck, there it is. Where'd it go? And I like this. This is the 9 of Earth. Again, more grounding energy. Contentment, luxury, and independence. I'm just sipping my tea in my English garden. Judi Dench. That's what it looks like. All right, 9 of Earth, which is Pentacles. So, Aquarius, your hard work and dedication to your dreams have brought you to a stage where you can enjoy quiet moments of reflection, peace, and leisure. You are encouraged to gift yourself with little luxuries. After all, you earned it. Take some time to just be in contented solitude. You've accomplished so very much. So relax and ponder what would make you happy to focus on next. This is a good time to consider becoming self-employed, doing something that you love. This card indicates financial security, feeling joyfully independent, and the inner satisfaction that comes from being a success while also being a good person. So bravo. You just might need to get away from it all. You know? The energy from this weekend was pretty intense. You know, your Mars really stirred up your ruler there. with that Mars conjunct Uranus. So that could, you could still be reeling from some of that. Let's get outside and ground. Let's contemplate. Let's spend some time alone. Let's work on ourselves. There's nothing wrong with that. Your shadow work is resentment. It often festers, causing a desire for revenge. Let go of the past to find peace. So this is all about forgiveness, releasing anything from the past, and giving yourself the serenity that you deserve. Wow. And I think grounding will help you kind of alleviate that stuff. Again, this new moon is Cancer. It's in Cancer. It's emotional. So be aware of that. So we could be dealing with emotional issues, especially when it comes to resentment. You got to let that shit go. That is not something you hold on to. Okay, let's focus on the healing by grounding. The motivation, the fire energy. We're moving into Leo season. Okay? And gift. Now, the gift isn't the apple, the gift of the seeds. If you just ate the apple, it's a one and done thing. You eat the apple, you throw it. But if you take the seeds out and plant them and nurture them, well, you'll always have a bounty of apples for the rest of your life. You see? So pay attention to the gifts that you'll be given. Resentment ain't shit coming in if you're resentful. Not one bit. So work on that. Even if, you could resent yourself. I mean, you're wounded. You gotta heal. And this probably is a daily thing with you. You carry around this resentment, and it's time to let it go. Wow, is this powerful? Yeah, this 9 of Wands. Walls of defense up. I gotta keep them up, Jeff. No, you do not. All you do is shine as brightly as the sun. This is a very positive card. The Fool is don't be foolish. Sometimes things need to take a risk. Maybe you need to change it up a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. You just focus on victory and success. A lot of traveling going on, some movement here, definitely. But 9 of Wands, just sitting behind your wall, that doesn't, there's no fulfillment there. Your wall of resentment, that's what it is, Aquarius. You know what I'm talking about. It's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. You know it. I know it. You know it. I don't need to say it. Okay, yeah. Suffering in silence. There we are. Another 9. Actually, that's 3 9s. 1, 2, 3. So let's put 9s on the board. And it's don't give up. Release and let go. You can't make this shit up, man. You're moving on. With the 6 of Swords, beautiful. And Ace of Swords, triumphant success. So don't focus on anything else but. Very clear message here, Aquarius. Very clear. Let's see. This is about relationships. I know it is. So let's see what we have for you. For relationships. You see how that worked out there? Yeah, definitely. Okay. Yeah. So it's time to release the hurt. It's time to regulate our emotions with the King of Cups. It's time to be very positive with the Sun. Allow the Sun to kind of cleanse you. The Sun's out twice here, so it could be reciprocating energy. Two sunny people finally coming together. The Knight of Cups is definitely an offer. You're definitely moving forward. I don't know, Aquarius, this could be big, big, big for you. What are you going to allow in your life? You're getting the gift of healing. You're getting the gift of healing. Take advantage of it. Don't give up. You're almost there. Wow. Interesting, huh? Okay. Let's see what else. Let's see what else we got. Okay. Yeah. With the Fool card, definitely leap of faith. It's safe to make the move you're considering, and you're moving on. There's no doubt about that. You got to do that. That's beautiful. And play hard. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. Again, the two suns out here. You know what I mean? Beautiful energy. Get out there, have fun. That's what it's all about. All right, let's get a, what's the vibe for you? And see what we have. Is that it? Yep. Antisocial. In your feelings, silent treatment, being left out. Okay, we're done doing this. Suffering in silence, being antisocial. You got to get out there. Take it from a Leo, you know, the sun energy. There's Leo influence here. Have fun. You deserve to have fun. When was the last time that you actually did? You know what I'm saying, Aquarius? That's specific. All right, let's get a closing message for you. Whew. Yeah, you're definitely moving on here. You know, like I said, Leo's an important part of this. Okay, so just be aware of that. All right, which one? Neither. Okay. Okay. Let's get a closing message. Ooh, there it is. Okay. Closing message for you, Aquarius, is you're being asked to stop dimming your own light. Period. It's time for you to come out of the shadows and let your authentic self soar. Fly high, Aquarius. Again, this is saying enough of this. Get out in the sun. Let the sun wash away whatever is disturbing you, whatever you're holding on to, the resentment. It doesn't matter. Let it go. Don't give up. You're almost there. Wow, that's incredible. All right, that's going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to download your free new moon guide. 4 or 5 pages. Beautiful. And we'll help you through this. Okay? Don't forget to join the Vibe Tribe because now I'm offering exclusive content. Why is this freaking out? I'm offering exclusive content just for members only. I have launched a new video on 7/7/7 on July 7th at 7 p.m. And that's only for members only. And I'm going to be adding a lot more to that. So there's value in them hills. And we're moving on and changing a lot of formats here, but it's going to be for the better because we're almost at 10,000 subscribers and it's on and popping. Okay, so again, thank you so much for watching, Aquarius. I love you all. Join the Vibe Tribe and I will see you soon. Pisces, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading for July 8th all the way to July 14th. So welcome, Pisces. Hope you are on your way to a fantastic week, and I hope you are really into enjoying your summer. So let's talk about, first of all, if you didn't check the beginning of the video with the cosmic weather, that's like 25 minutes long. Check it out. Lots of info on astrology out there for so much of what's going on in this week, and it's no exception. A lot is going on. So make sure that you get all that info. It's valuable and almost an integral part of your reading, because I like doing all that at the beginning so I don't have to repeat myself in every single reading. And that eats up more time. You know what I mean? But when you watch the both of them, holy shit. You want to talk about a guide for the week. Here we are. And that was my intention for all of these. And it's really starting to really take form. Speaking of taking form, your new moon guide is available for this new moon in Cancer. And this is happening in your 5th house. So this is all about joy and opening yourself up to joy and releasing the things that do not bring you joy. All right. So without further ado, let's go to the tarot table and start our reading. Pisces, your ruler went retrograde on the 7th. That's today. So I have a Pisces moon, so definitely feeling that. I wonder if you are too. Your angel numbers this week are 000. Wow, that's a reset. And it's also showing divine guidance. You're receiving guidance and protection from the universe. Trust in the divine plan for your life. Okay? That's the big one right now. Trust it. Because I think you rob your joy of trying to figure it out. And you don't need to figure it out. You need to go with the flow. That's a big one for you, okay? Now let's get a message from our guardian angels from the guardian angel deck. And see. Open your eyes. Look up to the skies and see. All right. Let's get a message. Let's get a message for you. I'm really liking the divine guidance here. You know, go in with the flow. Trust in that voice. Pisces, you have to understand you are the most intuitive. Yeah, that wanted to come out. We're doing that. And it's number 13 with release. Whew. Look at that phoenix. Endings, transformation, and freedom. Love that. Let's read up on it. Let's see, what do we have? Pisces, it can be very liberating to leave the past behind. So often we hold on too long. We look backward to the past when we should be looking at the present or planning for the future. While this card often signals endings, it leads the way to new beginnings, and this new moon is in Cancer on the 14th. That's all about new beginnings. This card asks you to stop resisting the necessary change that'll make you more fully alive, a vibrant, loving human being here on Earth. When experiences no longer serve your higher good, it is time to let go and trust the divine to lovingly guide you towards joy. And that 5th house new moon is centered on one word: joy. All right? You can change your life by changing your thoughts right now. You know, this is about transformation. It's resurrection. It's freedom. Okay? Powerful. Powerful stuff. All right. Your shadow work is inner balance. What you resist persists. What you accept transforms. So if you're having a duality situation, if you're trying to juggle things, it's because you're resisting it and it persists. But if you accept it, well, then everything starts to balance out. You follow me on that? Again, more transformative energy, realizing the duality of things, endings and beginnings, beginnings and endings, you know? All right, let's get 3 messages. There we go. One more. There we go. Okay. Release any toxicity in your life, toxic people, places, or things. You no longer need that. That's causing this inner balance, okay? Or this imbalance, I should say. Focus on the bond you have. You're connected to all things. Nothing's really over. It's a beginning. And I want you to understand that, okay? And I want you to enjoy life. Live life. Life is a journey. Life is what you make it. Remember that, okay? Powerful stuff here. Powerful stuff. Let's get the meat of your reading. So you're being divinely guided here, Pisces, to let go of what holds us back. People, places, things. All right, what else do we have? It'll transform you. It'll change your life. Wow, look at the pages here. Messages coming in. Definitely. All right, it's an end to confusion. We've got the 7 of Cups and the 10 of Swords. I want to start on that first because, you know, you doubt yourself. You don't trust your intuition. You let your inner voice you let your mind talk you out of what you deserve. You're not good enough. It's not going to work. Nothing good works for you. It's that negative mindset. It's got to go. The 10 of Swords shows it's ending. The Page of Wands is you're taking life way too seriously, and if you're not having fun, you're fucking up. So again, what can we relinquish that gives us freedom? The Page of Swords is a new way of looking at things, a message coming in. Also, pages bring in messages, also herald in new beginnings. Again, new beginnings of all sort, your resets right there. And the 10 of Cups, beautiful energy. Releasing the negative, focusing on the positive. Let's put 10 10s on the board. Success, completion, and payoff, beautiful. Pay attention. It's an end to taking arrows for people, for putting up with their bullshit. That makes you confused. That makes you question your life. That makes you question your goal, where you want to go, your ambitions. You know, people are like, what are you doing that for? You know, and so on and so forth. Heartache and loss. It's time to release that. You're resisting it. It's toxic. It's time to release it. And the 10 of Swords says you're going to do it. The Emperor, yes, taking authority, making moves in your life. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And the heart chakra, opening up your heart, healing your heart, especially when it comes to family issues, that kind of thing. Okay? Wow. Let's look at relationships. This can all be accomplished, just so you know. You just have to understand that. Oh, excuse me. So, anything else? No? Okay. Huh? All right, yeah, setting yourself free. 2 10s equal 20. Pay attention to that. Release yourself from judgments of others. It confuses you. It fucks up. Don't give two shiny shites what anybody thinks. Use your inner strength. Heavy Leo energy. Pull that out. The Queen of Swords cuts all cords, speaks her truth. I'm not letting this shit get to me anymore. And the 3 of Pentacles is reward and recognition. Beautiful. So it pays off. It really does. The whole thing here is setting yourself free. Trusting the plan. You don't have all the answers, and that's okay. You'll have them once things come around. You know what I mean? The veil's lifting here on the toxicity that's in your life that you need to get rid of. Okay, so much to unpack, you know? Jesus Christ. All right, never a dull moment, that's for sure. Okay, so we've got, wait, the timing is not quite right. Yes, Mercury is retrograde. It will be going out of retrograde, I believe, second week at the end of July, you know? Remember that? Twin flame. This is a divine counterpart connection. So you can be meeting somebody that matches your level. There's nothing wrong with that. But you got to set yourself free of maybe the belief that there isn't that person out there for you if you're single. So you got to get rid of that. But again, focus on the relationships that have that deep connection and get rid of the ones that don't serve you, that hurt you. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get, what's the vibe? And see what we got for you. Ooh. And there it is. Yeah. And it could just be this: exhausted, burned out, burdened, and empty. So be aware of that. You know, maybe you got traveling fatigue or something like that. Again, wait, the timing's not quite right. Replenish your energy. Get that inner balance going. Reset your odometer. You know what I mean? The healthy way. Let's get a closing message for you. And see what we got for you. But this all works out. It's very good. 2 10s. Even, ooh. All right, that one flew across the room. That's the one. That's the one we get. Hold on 1 second. I'll grab that. All right, let's see. Oh my God. All right, very telling. I like this. I'm all about this. And closing message for you, Pisces, is grounding. You're being asked to ground yourself. You've been spending too much time in your head, and it's time to pay attention to your body and to the earth. Go outside. and plant your feet on the ground and enjoy the centering feeling it brings. Perfect time to ground, to help with that exhaustion, to just relax. The timing isn't quite right yet, but you'll know when you got to make your moves. Right now, this is you kind of reassessing everything and taking it all in. All right, Pisces, that is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, the new moon guide is available for this new moon. It's free. Download it, use it. And also the Vibe Tribe membership. I'm pushing that, and I'm offering members only content that no one else is getting. So join the Vibe Tribe if you haven't. Again, I'm relentless on giving more members only content to really bolster the channel and where we're going, because we're moving, kids. We're doing great. We're absolutely doing great. And it's all because of you. So if you haven't joined the Vibe Tribe, make sure you do for that wonderful members only content. All right, everybody. New moon time. Let's work on it, okay? Release what no longer serves us and be joyful for the love of God. All right? I love you all, Pisces. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.